Ah, yeah.
Yeah. And fat ass JB in the middle.
I just got so excited seeing him in there, man. Yeah.
JB, dude. He just looked like a piece of, like a old, like, wannabe gangster, you know? Like, oh, he's such a baby.
He's enormous. Like, he's a very wide individual, I noticed from all of these clips. Like, he's been interviewed on a lot of podcasts. Like, I think he was on Gavin Newsom's podcast earlier this weekend, and Gavin...
That was called Sisters, to counter
That's right.
No! Just two ladies chatting.
Sister.
A joke.
But, you know, you got Gavin, and Gavin is a slender, slim, svelte individual. And then you have JB Pritzker. His shoulders are so... The man is so wide, he doesn't even fit in the square of the podcast realm. You know?
We got to give it up to him, though. Definitely no leg crossing. He cannot cross those hams. No!
There's zero room for daylight between those thighs, man. But doesn't he represent Chicago? And Illinois doesn't exist in my book. It's just Chicago. That's the whole state of Illinois.
Right.
You know what I'm
didn't
saying?
You see that one of our better looking females that got arrested? It was all over the media. The like teacher, I think she was a teacher. She was like that fat cow.
There was a big
protesting ICE with her ass crack showing like from the back, looked like a dude.
I know animal rights, I heard, were called on the situation. They thought a beached whale was being accosted by ICE patrol. And it turned out to just be some fat broad from Chicago Public School.
It's a Chicago 8. We call those an 8. That's about as good as they get out here in the Midwest. It's gross.
Oh, man. Yeah, I did see that image. It's really funny. Not a good look for Chicago. I mean, it's just, you know, the ass crack. It's an enormous beast of a human being.
Large woman.
Hard,
just angry.
Especially these days with every woman having a dick and balls nowadays. You're not sure what you're looking at here, even with the face being brought into the frame.
The tranny movement was the worst thing to happen to Midwestern women. Because now we don't know if you're a dude or not. The best looking women in Chicago have a dick.
That blonde chick's a dude? Oh, man.
Damn it, they ruined everything.
Oh, man, but JB Pritzker, such a just representative for Chicago in my book. Too wide to fit on a podcast screen. I mean,
I'm going to go back to it, but like, imagine you're standing behind that beached whale and Dylan Mulvaney in a skirt. And I tell you, one of them has a dick. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't see the front. Which one do you think
man.
It is?
How is it in Chicago, though? War-torn, ravaged? I mean, what's going on there? Or you're down there. You're in the heart of Chicago all the... They just had the marathon this weekend.
Don't even get me started. They shut down the fucking highway. Dude, we never do anything that's like, we opened more lanes so traffic can flow better. It's always...
Right.
Everything they do is just to create traffic, even at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
Exactly.
It's so annoying. I hate this city. I fucking hate Chicago.
Not a good scene in Chicago, huh? All right.
But I haven't seen any of this ICE stuff. I don't know. Dude, I'm not even joking. The other day I drove by, and I swear to God, I was like, I didn't know what was really going on because there was like a bunch of people taking pictures of like a few people, and I'm just driving by. And then later on, I get home and I turn on the news, and it was like, huge protest over ICE at whatever intersection. I was like, what? There were more photographers than people protesting.
That's how it always goes,
they keep
man.
doing this fast cut where they're just showing like the same 3 people, you know?
Right.
It's not a protest. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you're getting rid of the illegal immigrants.
It's kind of funny. There's a lot of interviews going on. Man on the street. Don Lemon's acting a fool everywhere he goes, where he's in Chicago, or at least he was this weekend.
Oh, I gotta look for him.
Doing his lemon squeeze, and he's asking folks, hey, what's your opinion on ICE? And, he's asking black people in the South Side, and they're like, we're happy they're here. We would love to get rid of them. I think what's lost in this whole narrative of ICE and basically white suburban women wanting to protest this is that these migrants, they were shipped into Chicago and Denver and LA and New York. They didn't go to the suburbs, man. They went to the poor minority parts of the cities. So in Chicago, all these migrants were shipped to the south side. Yeah. And so then what do you have? You got migrants overrunning the south side, and then in the north side, you have the L filled up with a bunch of suburban women with their protest signs fighting against ICE and all
but not only
no
did
kings.
They moved them into those neighborhoods, and then those people started taking your benefits.
Yes.
That was the big issue. Because now the food lines got longer. They're running out of food faster. Yes. You know what I mean? It becomes a whole... You guys are all fighting now for the same few resources. Not to mention the Venezuelan gangs fighting the black gangs over drug territory. Insane.
Right. Luckily here in Denver, not a lot of black people, let alone black gangs. So the Trendalagua just moved right in and just became landlords. So they run
the language.
They just run Aurora now. You know, that's how it works in Colorado. It's nice.
We should give them a town.
Well, still no Venezuelan restaurants though. I'm hard pressed to find just even a decent food truck, dude.
I've been laughing at that. You're right. Not even a food truck. That is so funny.
Well, I noticed Chicago, war-torn allegedly, but not war-torn enough to stop the Chicago Marathon. Very well-known, popular, and famous marathon. We do it a little differently here in Colorado. I don't know if you saw this. I brought it up on our last show, and it ended up going down. Obviously, a lot of news going on this weekend, so people didn't really pay attention, but... here in Denver, we had our Taco Bell Ultra Marathon, which you can see a bunch of people, some dressed up in wedding garments, and fellas running past the Taco Bell. It was a major success, apparently. Here we have some runners with their meals.
Look how gross that looks.
Disgusting, dude. And here are the runners there on scene. So the premise was it was an ultra marathon, 50-mile run, and the runners had to stop at 9 out of 10 Taco Bell locations, and they had a list of Taco Bell menu items that they had to consume, not in any specific order or at a specific store. You just had to, at some point, down a, Rio Grande Chalupa Supreme, and then, the Burrito Supreme at another spot, then the Nachos Grande. You know what I'm saying? A chalupa there, cheesy gordita crunch over here.
Like, what would get me out of the race is I don't even like everything at Taco Bell.
Right. Well, so it's a great article. I had a great time deep diving how it went down. Apparently, the first time they did this a few years ago, 170 participants, over 700 ran in this one. This time around.
And it's 50 miles?
50 miles. If you throw up, you're disqualified. And the organizer of this marathon, ultra marathon, did kind of focused on the idea that most people end up not finishing the ultra marathon.
I was going to say.
Majority of the runners become disqualified because, when it comes to Taco Bell in general, what comes in, comes right back out. And so, especially if you're running along in 80-degree heat and sweating down in some chalupas. Yeah.
Especially like a burrito, like a whatever grande burrito with like the fake refried beans.
Yeah, man.
Fake meat.
It's rough. Apparently for the finishers, they get a medal that is adorned with Taco Bell hot sauce packets. So it sounds like something maybe I might try next year. I might try to, for the sake of science and investigative journalism for the Dude Man podcast. I think I'm going to start hitting this. I might even record some of it.
You should.
Get like a GoPro.
We'll put something online to gamble. Because I'm betting like...
over-under, right?
6 miles.
You got to do over-under on the how many Taco Bells I'll make it to.
Right.
Because you're supposed to do 9 out of 10. I'd say 3.
I don't think I could drive to more than 2 without having shit. You know what I mean?
Can you rock depends is the question. Because if you could just fill up the underpants and keep rolling, man.
Because that's the big thing. Can you shit? You can't puke.
Well, no, I think they have porta potties along the route, so that way you can. Because this stuff's running right through you.
It's gotta be running
I
through
mean,
you.
you're talking.
Oh,
It's an 11-hour total race, apparently, or it's like a full day thing.
like you're on a job site,
got
somebody
time.
gets Taco Bell for lunch. You already know we're getting out at 2. We're getting out at 2:00 today. There's no overtime today. Overtime's on the toilet. Yeah.
Oh man. But good times here in Denver. Not in Chicago though. We don't have the National Guard coming out here. You got it in Chicago, my man. Is it?
I haven't even seen them. I haven't even noticed.
Well,
It's a
that's
big
what's-
city, so like
Yeah, I know.
200 National Guards.
That's what's so funny about it. It's probably even the deployment itself, probably on like a 4 square block radius, just where the news is. Like CNN is there, MSNBC,
Right.
and it's probably a major spectacle where there's actually no commerce going on in Chicago. So Chicago's happening, but off to the side, somewhere down south, all the news is there. They're blocking traffic.
No,
and
they're actually out west. They're in Berwyn. They're like actually not even in Chicago.
Yeah, because it's crime. There's too much crime.
So much
They
crime,
can't
yeah.
risk it, right?
Crazy. They're in Berwyn.
Too much crime. Well, J.B. Pritzker making a name for himself. I'd say he may have surpassed Gavin Newsom for the governor's race for
This guy can't
2028.
Be president. He
Oh,
cannot
man.
be president. Come on.
I think so.
He's not married. This fat.
Oh, he's not married?
I don't think he's married, right? Or maybe he is.
I think
just didn't
he's
pay attention.
married.
No.
Yeah, you gotta be
Does he
married
have
to be.
kids?
You got to be a
Nah.
politician.
I think he's like a rich bachelor.
Even the gay ones have wives and kids, man. Look at Pete
Right.
Buttigieg. I mean, oh no, he's not actually gay, apparently. According to Tucker Carlson, Pete Buttigieg is a fake gay, just doing it to push the agenda, the left-wing agenda. I don't know if I really believe in myself, but Pritzker,
Yeah, I don't think a guy could do that for that long. He is married. Jesus Christ, she's as big as him.
well, they're
Jesus Christ.
you got to represent Chicago, baby,
Whoa.
right? That's what you got to do. You got to look the part. So
Her name's Mary Catherine Munster. Not even joking.
Excuse me?
There's no way, dude.
I swear. I'm
Like,
not that funny to make that up.
Munster like the cheese?
Yeah.
He's so fat he married a woman who's cheese? Of course he married a
I
woman
wasn't
who's
attracted
cheese.
to her at first, but then when she introduced herself,
Every time I thought about her, I just couldn't stop getting so hungry.
fat piece of garbage.
He
Dude,
turned.
I'm
It's funny because he turned down Sue Ellen Cheddar, which is amazing. She was a babe back in high school, but he's like, I'm a Munster guy.
then
Cheddar's
his dad-
a little weak.
Then his dad sat him down and taught him how, cheddar might not age as well. Might be more fun in the beginning on the mac and cheese. Think about when you're old, we got that older palate,
Go Munster. It's a more sophisticated cheese, right?
You'll appreciate it later on in life.
Son, you're young. Cheddar sounds great. Everybody loves cheddar when they're a kid,
Listen,
man.
in
but-
college, cheddar away. But when it comes to marriage, you want a Munster.
And we all know what the great sage Trevor said years ago, Mike. We could ched together, or you can provolone, sir. Never forget. Never forget, man.
Never forget.
Is there anything going on in the world, or can we just keep doing cheese puns?
JB, when I was a young lad, I cheddared my way through Europe. And then I met your mother and I knew Munster.
Son, you wouldn't believe this. In my high school days, I was with a Swiss gal. It's crazy. I know. It is crazy.
Not you, Dad. During
Wow.
the war, I have known to Swiss or two. To Swiss around. Nah, I'm just kidding. The funniest part about that is saying A. Pritzker went to war.
Yeah, oh yeah, it never happened. No. Yeah.
Bro, every building I go into, their name, it's like they're on a board. You can see their name they're on a board.
Right.
They donated one of the exhibits at the zoo. The history museum, half of it is owned by or donated by the Pritzkers.
All jokes aside, they're gonna run. Pritzker's making a push for the White House. Go Google him. I based this on making memes and tile cards for our show. Google up images of Pritzker. He has scrubbed anything unflattering of him. It's him smiling and thumbs up and fists in the air, and he's looking strong, and he's fighting for the man. He's shaking hands with the common guy. Like, they have cleaned up his image search, just like they did with Gavin. They did the same thing with the camel when she decided to be, or when they decided she would be put in as the puppet. And so, it's funny. You can always base this on how they clean up the image searches on Google. So Pritzker, I think he's going to make a run for it.
I think he's gonna try. He's not making it past the primary.
So this whole thing going on,
him and Newsom are not making it through the primary.
Absolutely not. Yeah, you're right.
It's gonna be somebody else.
Yeah, you keep saying that. I just don't know who they're gonna really. You know what I mean? I don't know who they're gonna bring in. They got nobody. AOC.
The Democrats have a really hard time because the centrists in their party don't like Gavin Newsom. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or JB, but then neither do the extremes.
Yeah, it's funny. Newsom and Pritzker probably would have been really successful in the 90s when Democrats were sane.
Yeah.
And moderate. When Democrats were a little more center of the road, a Pritzker or a Newsom, because Newsom doesn't believe the bullshit, loony leftist ideology, like the whole
same with Pritzker,
stuff.
And you can see it because just like you're talking about them cleaning up their image, both of them are starting to go back to the center with their politics.
Absolutely,
they're even saying they never said shit they said 3 years ago. Like, do we have it on video?
I know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can print out verbatim the dialogue of Donald Trump from 5 years ago and say he never said drink bleach, and everyone's like, the guy said to drink bleach. So
inject it into your veins.
Yeah, we forever live in that chasm, that moment where half the country believes Trump said to inject bleach and the other doesn't. The other knows reality. The other people are in this goofball parallel universe that I still can't figure out. However,
I know.
Tensions...
I love how you see Jasmine Crockett now. She's trying to get this investigation into Trump's mental health.
I know. Yeah,
where were you 3 years ago? Where were you during Joe Biden? What do you mean? Now you guys are trying to play that game. It's
also
ridiculous.
I don't play clips of her because I feel like it's racist towards black people. So I try not to play her. It's terrible. Like it feels like I'm wearing blackface when I play clips of her talking.
Well, she's doing black voice.
That's right.
It's not her real voice.
Yeah, but she has cleaned that up recently. I think she got the memo somewhere along the line. They're like, there's Donna Brazil cooking up gumbo for everybody, and then there's whatever the hell you're doing, Jasmine Crockett, but that is just on the other side of the racist spectrum.
Donna Brazil's not winning anything either, so maybe stay away.
She's not even on Bill Maher anymore, man. He's gone too much.
She's gonna give him her gumbo. God, it was such a gross episode.
But we have right now the troops there in Chicago. It's major headlines right now. Trump's National Guard antics are allegedly, according to people on both sides, ushering in a potential new civil war, Mike. Yeah, it's coming. But I find this all to be kind of humorous, and I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to clip for us a little Jimmy Kimmel, who I know very popular a week ago, now ratings even further in the dump. Apparently, people tuned back in and they're like, oh, wait, he's not funny.
Maybe that's why he got canceled.
Right.
No, I didn't watch him before.
I don't like this show.
Yeah.
So he's not doing so good in the ratings, but Mike, he had your guy on last week, JB Pritzker himself, to give a bit of an update on what's going down on the street level, boots on the ground there in Chicago. And so let's get JB here telling us the skinny.
You understand?
You see what I did there, right?
That's
yeah.
There's a Antifa. This is an entirely imaginary organization. There is not an Antifa. This is no different than...
Oh, I played the wrong one. This is Kimmel denying Antifa exists.
I do got a question for this clip, though. Then who burned down all the cities in 2020 if there's no Antifa?
Exactly. No, that's funny. We'll continue on this one.
They rounded up a dozen Decepticons. We've captured the Chupacabra, everyone. And then it was Trump's turn to ratchet up the rhetoric with fiery images conjured from no one has any idea where.
All right, so that's so funny. I
love it.
I had two Kimmels on here accidentally.
I love it.
Yeah, apparently they're denying the existence of Antifa now.
Antifa. I love all the clips where they're like, Antifa's not an organized unit like the Proud Boys. And what's the other one? The One Nation or whatever. I forgot what it is.
I have that clip actually.
And all I want to say to those people is, yeah, because one is just a bunch of losers in their mom's basements who hate the government and are trying to burn down the system. The other one is the feds. See, when they climb out of a U-Haul, all wearing the same uniform, they seem more organized because they're federal agents,
right?
Federal dollars.
Patriot Front.
Patriot Front, that's the one.
Proud Boys was Enrico Tarrio.
Oh, right.
Here's the difference, actually. You see, the Proud Boys were systematically jailed in 2022.
For 1 day of riot.
That's right.
1 day of rioting. Yeah.
Patriot Front, we have no idea who's in Patriot Front. They disappear off the map, then show up out of nowhere, out of a U-Haul truck, all dressed the same, nobody fat in the entire group, and
great shape, all marching in step.
Not one of these guys in jail ever. So that's how you know the difference, right?
Good call.
Well, we're there. Yeah, they're denying Antifa, and here's a super clip if you want to see that the memo was sent out to all the talking heads.
In case you wanted to know who's on the payroll.
Right.
Imaginary organization. There is not an Antifa.
Like, I don't even know what Antifa is. There is no group.
It's not even like far-right groups like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Compared to right-wing extremists, Antifa-linked violence is rare and limited.
It isn't an organization. It is in many ways mythology.
It's not like
It's a legend! Created by J.R. Tolkien! He wrote it 100 years ago! They live in the land with the hobbits and the elves and the dwarves!
Never even seen them. I love that they're like, Antifa doesn't even... Who?
Antifa, it's like the Lucky Charms leprechaun and Bigfoot, man. It's a figment of our imagination.
Story we tell our children. It's nothing, you know?
Proud Boys or the Oath Keepers, sort of defined terrorist organizations.
I haven't heard Proud Boys or Oath Keepers. I haven't heard that in fucking years. And the fact that all of you are saying the same two organizations.
Yes.
It's crazy.
It seems like you got a memo. Everybody here got the same memo.
With leadership that leads violence. It's not a highly organized movement. It's a moniker. It's not a unified group like the Proud Boys are. Things like Antifa are things that are thought up.
Wow, Whoopi before Ozempic, bro. Holy cow, that's a totally different human being, man.
It's all in this guise of going after Antifa, which is nothing. There's no organization called Antifa.
Nobody's a member of Antifa.
The word doesn't even exist in the English dictionary, man.
I don't even know where you guys got it.
Because it doesn't exist. They are just...
I love this guy creeps me out the most. These last two, they don't blink and they're just staring at you into your soul. Antifa doesn't exist. There never was an Antifa.
You've never heard of Antifa.
Catch up on the wall. Catch up on the wall. Catch up on the wall.
Declaring into existence something that doesn't exist.
There is no Antifa or...
There is no Antifa.
I think you guys are protesting a little too much here.
So
this is Goldman. He's one of the highest earners right now, above Nancy Pelosi in the stock market. So this guy's definitely not in.
maybe that's good for social media, but it really is non-existent.
They exist on the internet and chat room.
They only exist on Discord. You've never even heard of these people.
Even though, like, the cell phone data shows it's like this large group of people that go to protest. They're the ones that have the money and the funding. Yeah, they have the funding to, like, do the Molotov cocktails and the throw bricks at the, you know what I mean?
I think we know that it's funded by U.S. aid and Soros. I'm pretty sure we know exactly who funds these guys.
Did you see they opened a RICO case on them?
Yeah, Trump is going after.
That's awesome.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
Awesome. Fuck that guy.
I mean, it's funny how the left is anti-Elon and billionaire intervention into the MAGA movement or into the Republican movement, whereas they say nothing or pretend it's totally innocent to have Soros.
Yeah.
And at the time, I mean, think about Facebook was censoring Republicans during the 2020 election. Jeff Bezos runs the Washington Post.
But Soros single-handedly was like responsible for people like Kim Fox.
Yes.
Getting to be the attorney general in Chicago,
Yes.
where then she just like refused to prosecute people.
Absolutely.
So you just had criminals going, you know what I mean? Getting out, going right back, committing more crimes, multiple time offenders, not being charged. It's insane what they did.
Yeah, it absolutely.
Yeah, how could you
insane.
be for that? You're for George Soros? He
That's
doesn't
what
even
I'm
live
saying.
here. At least Elon lives in America, has business in America. He's invested in America.
Skin in the game, man.
Skin in the game. Yeah, this guy's off in, where's he, like Switzerland or some shit? Where does he live?
I probably with Klaus Schwab somewhere in Davos or some place where they don't pay taxes and they're able to rule the world and probably do their pedo stuff that they're really into where it's legal, right? I'm sure that's
well, they come here for that. We're really good at covering that up. Well, Tim Dillon had Marjorie Taylor Greene on.
You're psycho, bro.
Great interview.
I have it on the docket actually, which is crazy.
Oh, no way. Yeah, it's great.
Let me see if I could I would have to find the timestamp that I love. Yeah, so they covered a lot of interesting stuff. I'm a huge fan. I'm going to throw it out there. MTG 2028, man.
They can't they really can't handle her, the opposition to her.
No, they're
they always try to just clip her and make her sound crazy, but then when she sits down for an hour with Tim Dillon, seems like one of the most reasonable congressmen we have.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely. And she also checks off our boxes, or at least our number one box. Maybe one of the only people I've heard talk about how she has zero interest in being a president. She doesn't even like being in politics. And the whole reason she's in politics is because she was a business owner and got really disgusted with the way the country was headed. So she decided, I got to get involved.
Yeah, make her president. That's what we need.
What have we always said? The next president should be dragged into the White House kicking and screaming, bro.
Shackled to the desk.
Yes, man. Like begging for us not to put them in there. So MTG on Tim Dillon's podcast, which is becoming one of my more favorite shows to listen to in general. But she was asked about her ambitions politically, and Tim Dillon kind of referenced a lot of online chatter going on, especially in the MAGA world, how people would prefer her to take the mantle of the leader of MAGA versus J.D. Vance, and that kind of seems to be a percolating theme in the internet and maybe amongst the MAGA world as a whole. And here's her response. I thought this was fantastic.
Do I know what that means 2 years down the road or 4 years down the road? I don't know what that means. But I can tell you right now, there won't be any Republican candidate that will ever have my support or will be able to earn my support if they are not going to, in the moment, which we're in right now, stand up, and even if it has to be going against the president or his staff. I'm not against the president. I think a lot of it is some staff things. But even if it is the president, no matter what your position is, if you're not willing to say, this isn't what we said we were going to do.
Right.
This is not what America First is. If they're not willing to do that, then they're not going to have my support, and I don't know what that means in the future.
We need a border. We need we need the rule of law, obviously.
Oh, my gosh.
Is there a better way to do these ICE raids? I think Trump's losing support amongst, they did a poll recently about Latinos. Is there a better way, a more humane way to conduct some of these raids, because I think there are a lot of people that go, we want a border, we need a country, and that certain people also need to be deported. Absolutely. But when people see children being zip tied or a grandmother.
I'll be honest, I think it didn't go to the part that I thought it would.
That's all right.
Unfortunately.
It's a great clip.
She goes on to describe how she has no interest in being president, but how, we need more people like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I like her. She's voted against the party numerous times. Is
yeah.
it a Taylor Fetterman ticket? Come on.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Unite the parties.
I don't know how I missed the boat. I thought I really timed that out, but apparently production crew, we're running low on help here because of the immigrant scourge that's going on out there.
They're all being so bad. Who's picking the fields?
I did also catch Adam Carolla had your favorite Neil deGrasse Tyson on his show this
That's
week.
so funny, man.
I thought that was really interesting. I feel like everybody
he really avoided politics, though.
He did, but what I really liked about it was they connected quite a bit on mechanics.
Yeah.
And being project oriented, and I really enjoyed how they're just two guys on totally opposite spectrums of the political world, yet they were really kind of they kind of had like a beautiful, fun conversation. I thought like it was very like
good.
Not contentious, and they were able to put the politics aside. I don't know. I think everyone should listen to it and realize, hey, you know what? You can get out there and have a conversation if you're on the left or the right with the other side, and it's going to be fine. You could actually probably find some things to talk about. You could even maybe do an hour-long conversation and never talk about Donald Trump, believe it or not.
or trans. He should have brought up trans. That's
I know.
Because you're always like, man, Neil, you're one of the smartest men alive. And then he's like, let me tell you why a boy can be a girl. You're not that bright, guy.
Oh, man. Well, I did want to get back to that clip, though, that I had of J.B. Pritzker. Can we do the J.B. Pritzker thing? Yeah, because I totally forgot about it. We got sidetracked there. And I just wanted to see your take or your response to JB giving the lowdown, the skinny, like I said, on Chicago.
We also got a very special report filed by J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois. This is J.B. Pritzker reporting from war-torn Chicago. As you can see, there's utter mayhem and chaos on the ground.
You got JB. He's got the bulletproof vest on. I think this is really. It barely fits in my head. This is really funny.
The gut hanging out the bottom.
So Chicago, man.
Funny.
It's quite disturbing. The Milwaukee Brewers have come in to attack our Chicago Cubs. We've seen people being forced to eat hot dogs with ketchup on them. And our deep dish pizza, has gone shallow. So it's a challenge to survive here in the city of Chicago, but there's no hellscape that I'd rather be in.
All right, yeah.
I love how he's doing all these videos in like downtown, like
right. There's no
in
problem
in
there.
like the nicest neighborhoods of Chicago.
Yes,
right?
man.
He's on like the north side.
Yes,
that river. He's probably in like the River North area right there, which is like literally just rich white girls.
Probably,
and the highest concentration of police.
Yes, man, absolutely.
And he's making a mockery of it. What he doesn't talk about is, I think there was that week, 200 people were shot or some shit like that.
Right.
Not in that location, but in his city.
Yeah, no, they always kind of glaze over that aspect. But
like nobody said there's a lot of crime and shootings and murders in River North.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Everybody says it's in these neighborhoods on the south side and the west side of the city. Those are your areas. I don't know.
And then again, they're Don Lemon doing his street squeeze, interviewing people on the street, and everybody, Baltimore, Chicago, LA, everywhere where they're being interviewed, New York, they're all saying the same thing. Hey, you know what? The local government wasn't doing anything to stop these criminals, whether it was illegal migrants or homegrown criminality. And we had revolving doors in our police, in our jails. And so now we got the military here. It feels kind of safer to walk around. Now, me personally, I'm not down with the military situation. I don't like the idea of seeing the military on the streets.
It is a little eerie. And to get like another state's National Guard, it's kind of weird.
Super weird.
The whole thing's kind of weird, but
very weird. Maybe preparing us visually to get comfortable with the idea of having some martial law going on in our major cities. Maybe he's preparing for something. Who knows?
But it's also very weird to go the other way, like the Democrats did in places like Chicago, where you defund the police. You went so soft on crime. You know what I mean? I don't know. Both. I'm against both. Why can't we just? How about JB Pritzker and Brandon Johnson take care of the crime in Illinois, and then you don't need the National Guard from Texas to come here? You know?
Yeah, dude, exactly. I just can't believe it. Is it really that bad? Did it get that bad to the point where you got to bring in National Guard, or is this all a political stunt? Is this all for show?
It's a political stunt.
Feels like it's a political stunt, and it's for show.
But we'll never know because they've been finding out that these guys have been lying about the numbers.
Right.
On like crime statistics. By lowering charges, by not, documenting or letting people go.
It's possible that it's really bad. We just don't know about it, but maybe the White House has some insider info. Maybe the FBI's got their own data that was suppressed from the public, and they're like, wow, it's really bad. We got to send in the military right now. Otherwise, it's going to explode, man. It's a powder keg over there. Very possible. They're pushing this idea, though, of civil war, and I think getting troops on the ground, then you mix that with the protesters, all boomers, obviously, but you've seen the footage. You got people attacking ICE officers. It's really dumb, but the whole point is to try and push this narrative. You're reading about it in Legacy of Ashes, the history of the CIA, but you just need these isolated little incidents to occur, and then you can push the imagery out onto the mainstream legacy media. You could create a narrative that doesn't really exist. So I think what they're trying to do right now is create this civil war idea, this narrative of a civil war. I've been hearing it pushed on both sides.
Yeah, because the truth is like kind of in the middle there.
Right, but
like I live in this world where is it a war-torn hellscape? No, right? But every guy I know and work with, every one of us has been robbed. You know what I mean?
Great call.
In the last 3 years I've been in this company, like everybody's been robbed or an attempted robbery, every single truck. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And everybody will talk about how that is true. We've all been robbed, but then they'll be like, we don't need the National Guard here. That's great.
Right.
Well, maybe you do if everybody's getting robbed, and we're not even reporting it because it's such a common occurrence.
Right. Maybe you're just used to it. And it
that's what I'm trying to say.
Feels
maybe
all right.
Maybe you're the frog in the pot.
Yes, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you go to Boise, Idaho, and you're like, wow, this is very clean and not crime-filled.
Boise, Idaho. I come home to Maryville, Indiana, and I look around and I'm like, oh, kind of nice.
Well, I noticed right and left, I saw the Pod Save America guys dabbling in Civil War talk. JB Pritzker wearing the military stuff saying, bring it on to Trump. I mean, it's getting really silly. And I just noticed this theme, both right and left, where I think people in general, especially here in America, have never experienced war or real violence on any level. So everybody, because we're all isolated and we live these very comfortable lives and we're video gaming and submersing ourselves in all these fantasy-like movies and television worlds, I think the real world now has become like a video game to most people. Or like we all have this like Hollywood video game syndrome where just based on what I'm hearing, left and right, the Pod Save America guys and Alex Jones, right, and everything in between, everyone's talking about Civil War. It's as if everybody in their mind believes Civil War breaks out, and they will instantly be The Rock in Hobbs and Shaw. And they're going to go out there and strap on the pistolero belt and have the machine guns.
Oh, they are, man. Yeah, they are.
Everybody seems to think that that's what's going to happen. And I was just thinking about the Civil War scenario. What are we talking about here? We're going to have the blue hairs versus the red hats?
Yeah, who's it going to be,
Is it blue hairs versus red hats?
Well, I've come to this crazy, like, for me, you're like this guy who doesn't trust the government so much so that you built this arsenal in your basement.
Right.
But you took the COVID shot.
Wow, yes.
Which means they're just going to propagandize the shit out of you, and you're not even going to fire a single bullet.
Great
You
call.
might actually work for them.
Right.
Right? Like
those nanobots might be turned on by the 5G, and then all of a sudden...
Not even the nanobot, you're clearly easily brainwashed. You know what
Yes.
I mean? They got you to inject yourself with this experimental vaccine. What makes you think
Absolutely.
you're going to stand up and fight the army?
Right.
Come on, you're weak.
Well, I also... What would a civil war be, actually? Is it a political one? Like I said, would you have the red hats and the blue hairs fighting each other? I mean, we don't even have enough people to be in the army because we're so out of shape and mentally ill and obese. And I was thinking, like, what is the over-under on how long an actual civil war would last here in America?
Well, did you see those Texas National Guards?
That's what, dude, you're psycho.
Bro, they made JB Pritzker look good. No, Texas, man, a little less steak, guys. Come on, a little more PT.
Here's my thought process, though. If a civil war broke out in America where 3/4 of U.S. adults are overweight or obese, right? You're talking about a war breaking out. 3/4 of 3 out of 4 people are fat as shit, right?
Listen, we're going to start dieting now. In 2-3 years, we're going to be ready for the war.
My over-under on how many days a civil war would last in modern America, 90 minutes. I'm giving it 90 minutes for a civil war to last in America. And here's my proof is in the statistics, all right? 3/4 of us are too fat to even move our asses off the couch, all right? That's
Good God, they're not
right?
even making it to the battlefield.
Let's say you get these fatties off their ass to just get to the battlefield and start duking it out and fighting. I'm guessing
by some miracle you get them to drive past the Wendy's.
Well, dude, you're psycho. I'm thinking 90 minutes before they start ordering up Grubhub and get back to their house to start streaming the new reboot of Game of Thrones or whatever. Stranger Things season 6 is on. We gotta get back and watch it, man.
How many guys are showing up with a Frosty and no weapon?
That's right. Or some sort of weapon their mom made them in arts and crafts class in the previous afternoon, you know? Like, dude,
We're not going nowhere.
90
We're
minutes.
Not fighting nothing.
No, nobody's fighting. In all reality, I think an actual civil war would probably last about 90 seconds. Maybe 2 minutes, maybe. A hair over 2 minutes. And I'm basing this totally on what I see online with the brawls that break out at Waffle House at 2 a.m.
Good call. Good call.
If you want to know how a civil war would go down in America in the modern era, watch a video of the Waffle House brawls.
90 seconds, 2 minutes for the athletes.
Exactly. Exactly, dude. No, I'm telling you, like, when it comes to the Waffle House, have you seen these, man? It's just
my
fat
favorite.
chicks. They're
For
going,
no reason, too.
yeah, just
Look at that, just throwing shit at each other.
these fat chicks. Basically, I love the dude, just really loving it. Yeah, see, they're throwing
They're
stuff.
throwing plates, the wigs are being tossed. I love the wigs.
The clip here, 2 minutes. Most of them about 2 minutes. I think a civil war would go about 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Everyone would be exhausted. We're too fat to stand on our own 2 feet.
Fighting.
You know, yeah, what are we doing here? Let's go back home and play some video games, watch
I'll buy
porn.
you the cheeseburger. Yeah. Weed's legal here, man. Let's go get high.
Yeah. We're too high. We're too fat. We're too lazy. We got DoorDash, Netflix. We got porn. Like, dude, there's not going to be a civil war. That's all I'm saying.
Good call. Unless the internet goes out.
Right.
Then there's gonna be then you could get cut off the internet. You could get people to battle.
And then again, 90 minutes max. I don't know how long people can actually like fight. We're fat. We're lazy. We're diabetic. We're disabled.
Short attention spans. Like
the more I think about it, China. What are you waiting for? Like, now's the moment to take us over,
we're
man.
Killing ourselves. Never stop your enemy from making a mistake. You know?
We cannot defend ourselves. Now, according to Bibi Netanyahu, he was talking about it this week, how him and the United States together have weapons capabilities that nobody in the world can even match.
We burnt down the city in Malibu. Oh, not yet.
Yeah. No,
direct energy. We know you guys have it.
Dude, he was mentioning that he didn't say the direct weapons or whatever, you know, but he was saying that they have joint capabilities to take over or to stop any kind of attack or any other country, which did remind me of what was announced this week. I don't know if you saw it, but a man was charged with sparking the destructive Palisades fire. They got a guy. Yeah. Pretty spectacular stuff.
Pretty sad. I wonder what's going to happen to him. All those people dead?
Really messed up. Bibi Netanyahu, the first to tweet about the story, actually.
I didn't do it. We weren't even there.
Netanyahu said, this is proof there's no Jewish space weapon, man. We have no lasers.
Told you.
Yeah.
Well, man, the ceasefire, huh?
So, yeah, there was some news this week.
Ceasefire. Bro, you must be Gazan, and I'm going to tell you why. All these guys complain about is famine, and then they start making videos of them celebrating. They're all fat. It's just like you complaining about the sun when you're sunburned. Come on. This is exactly what I was talking about. Dude, you got to be starving. You were supposed to be a 2-year famine. It was a genocide. You were being starved to death. All you fat asses are walking around now with bread and rice.
I don't know, man. I feel like the ones that were dying are dead now, right?
Yeah. Who are all these people now that are coming back? I thought they weren't allowed to leave. Now there's tens of thousands coming back. They're all fat. There's no famine. What's going on here?
There's the image. I saw this, and I think I got it here. This is Fox News was showing this one. You got all the Gazans. Yeah,
ceasefire is holding. The ceasefire is working. These people feel free to make their way north. They are walking along a main seaside route along the Mediterranean.
Yeah, so you got all the Gazans making their way back. Pretty crazy that they announced the ceasefire and just this mob of humans are just like immediately streaming back into just the most epic destruction I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean,
where are you going?
They're going back to rebuild, I guess, right? I mean, that's what you do in this moment, right?
Yeah, but maybe hide the fatties. Put the skinny people out for the internet to see.
I didn't see the fatties.
Oh, these are some thick boys, dude, celebrating.
I guess, and this is probably the truth, in warlike scenarios, those strong enough to obtain the goods and to eat are able to do so. Maybe this is a lot, you know. If you
any starving, man, a lot of people were mentioning you didn't see videos like that after the Holocaust, like after these Jews were released, they were like
emaciated,
skeletons.
You didn't have any Tumblr guys just cheering.
You know what you don't hear about is, well, we have to slowly give these Gazans food because they've been starving for so long that if they eat too much too fast, they'll die, which is like what you had to do to the Jews.
Wow, good call.
So, no, these are just fat asses walking in there, just fucking eating pizza and celebrating. Like, get out of here.
So you're saying it's possible the whole starvation of the Gazans may be a little bit exaggerated?
So every time they put out a video of some like crazy, skinny, sick little kid, almost every one of them was debunked. And yes, it was the IDF, so who really knows? but it was always like a kid who had like terminal cancer, like a genetic disorder, or was getting was dying of I don't know.
And they didn't have the medical supplies anymore or the facilities to take care of the sick ones.
I did see that the numbers that even the Palestinians are claiming died, it's like 60,000, which they leveled a city of millions. You know what I mean? And for only 60,000 to die, I think they did a pretty good job of getting people out of the way.
Yeah, man, and the destruction is pretty freaking epic, honestly. I don't know if anyone got down with this whole thing, but
the satellite imagery.
Yeah, the satellite imagery is pretty shocking. So the before and the line is sweeping through, and you can just see the leveling and rubbleization that occurred. I mean, it's just they wiped out humanity here. That's pretty spectacular.
The whole city.
There it goes, man. That's it, man. There is like nothing there. Beachfront property.
Crazy.
Right?
Yeah, what are you going back to? Wow.
I mean, they're going to build the Middle East Mar-a-Lago. I think that's the only thing you could see. I see a lot of opportunity for some golf courses. A lot of
Disney.
Disney, that's right. Mar-a-Lago.
We need casinos.
Right. Yeah.
Feeling lucky in Gaza?
So this is a pretty monumental moment. I got
it's not that big of a deal.
You're not into it. You're not.
Bro, this is like the 9th peace deal in our lifetime. Who cares? They're gonna they're just gonna rearm and then attack again.
You're psycho. I was thinking, what will be the trigger to kickstart the next rubbleization? I mean,
they're gonna attack again. You
gotta
wipe these people off the map.
We still don't even really know. We just passed up the anniversary, by the way. It was 2 years ago, this past week, the October 7th attack, which kind of got buried just like 9/11 in regards to, it seems like you kind of let this thing happen.
Yeah, we know. You totally let it happen.
We're not going to go so far as to say you financed it or maybe even planned it, even though here we are 20 years after 9/11, and it kind of seems like we financed it and maybe even planned it, right?
Not only planned it, the CIA threw off the FBI from discovering the hijackers or from tracking the hijackers.
Yes, we sabotaged our own 3-letter agencies to avoid being held responsible for one of the worst terrorist attacks in modern American history. So I could see how Israel did their own 9/11 here. They could do it again. There's zero investigations or anything.
It's going to happen again.
So they're basically, what is it going to take? It's going to be one guy, one Hamas dude on a paraglider with a bomb attached to him. He's going to fly over, and then, we're going to have to rubbleize again, man.
Gotta level the city.
Yeah. All right, well, let's take a look at some of the celebrations going on here.
Tonight in Israel, an outpouring of joy. Jubilation
look at that
over
fat
the
old
deal.
guy right there. Dude. None of these guys are looking famished.
I guess you're right.
Look at these guys, dude. Look at them.
Look at a little puffy in the cheeks.
2 years through a famine. You're no skinnier than me over here in Chicago.
I mean, maybe these guys were getting all the good food.
You look more famished than these guys.
I haven't eaten in a couple days. It's been rough here in Colorado.
Come on.
Jubilation over the deal that is expected to bring home the remaining hostages who have been prisoners of Hamas for more than.
They do look a little healthy. They don't look very starved.
2 years.
This is such a heavy moment for us.
I think some of these are Israelis, though. Well, I think these are Israelis. They got the flag, so these people have been eating just fine, I think.
The families of the hostages. Such a happy moment for all Israelis and for all the Middle East.
In Gaza.
Yeah,
That's in Gaza. Look how fat those guys are. All of them. Look at them.
There's a couple dudes with some man boob situations going on. They don't look starved. I'm going to give it to you on this one.
Dude, come on.
These don't look like starving fellas. All right.
2. Some hope amid the devastation.
But they got the rubble going on, so they're rubbleized.
Okay, that's rubbleized.
They don't look hungry. I'll give it to you.
I think they were starving.
They don't look starving. Okay, we're gonna say officially, probably not.
So that was a lie.
That was probably a lie.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I
Because
gotta
that went to
say,
the Jews.
I
And we're
watched.
no fan of the Jews here. Don't think we're like.
We love the Jews, but we're not a fan of the IDF and Bibi Netanyahu and what he was doing.
And I live
Yeah.
by a hierarchy where the Palestinians are kind of at the bottom. So anybody's Jews
Right.
are just above the Palestinians.
Yes, that I got you. Yeah, absolutely.
In my hierarchy,
right?
you know?
I think we all kind of are down
Obviously,
with that.
China's number one. We can't. be
Hey,
bothered
number
yet.
one, Hiroshima, Jinkuya, future overlords.
Don't forget SG.
So it's funny. I saw all this news the last few days, and what really kind of took me by surprise is no celebrations on the college campuses with all those Palestinian protesters. What
Dude,
happened? I thought
they're
you guys would
upset.
be elated. I mean, it's the
No.
ceasefire of the century, folks. What happened here?
Frank,
I thought
we wanted a ceasefire, but not a Trump ceasefire. This is Frank, this is a Trump ceasefire.
Wow. Oh, okay. Now
Let's
it
think about
makes
all the
sense.
poor guys that it's a new college year. You're there. You're fresh.
Right.
You just got your new Kafifa in the mail. You barely got to break it in. We only got one, two protests so far.
Wow, great call. You got
Poor
your
guys.
the Charlie Kirk shirt, where he's getting shot at. You drape your Kafifa over with your pussy hat on.
I even got the electric Kafifa that warms you up.
Oh wow, yeah, man. All right, excellent.
Poor guys.
It's
No,
just-
that's so funny. None of them care. They
No.
don't care.
Not one celebration on
Not
Columbia campus. Come on,
No.
Columbians, what
Oh,
happened?
good
You guys were all out
Good
there
God.
fighting the cops with your kafifas. You had your camp. You guys were all about
I think
this ceasefire.
I think I know what happened. Right across the United States, all the college campuses, you had college kids were like, ceasefire. Fuck yeah. We're going to Palestine. We're going to go party. And then they looked up tickets. They looked up some things online and they're like, oh, we're not allowed there. They kill fags. If we go there, they will kill us. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Queers for Palestine. You're not welcome in Palestine, believe it or not.
Maybe that's why people thought we were retarded.
Yeah, that's right.
When we had the rainbow flag and the Palestinian flag. It's crazy.
I'm just, where's Greta Thunberg? I thought she would be the first one to be interviewed out there, man. By the way, maybe the victim in all of this, Greta Thunberg. I mean, is there a more worst timed flotilla? I mean, they crushed the flotilla. According to reports, they dragged Greta by her hair and made her.
Good.
They made her kiss the Israeli flag, and they did all this humiliating, torturous stuff to Greta in front of the flotilla team. And then 48 hours later, they're like, "Yeah, let's sign that peace deal. Actually, let's do the ceasefire
so
here."
Funny. And she was still on the plane. They didn't
Absolutely.
give her a direct fight.
Oh, they were connected. There was a layover for sure.
stops.
Absolutely.
In Bangkok.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
poor Greta.
wow.
Oh, poor Greta. It's been a rough couple of years for you. Nobody cares about climate change anymore.
Right.
The hoax has been just blown.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows now. And Gaza's over. Huh.
She's got nothing. Especially, did you see Trump at the UN about a week and a half ago? He went up there and just absolutely annihilated the whole New World agenda. And he had a great riff on the Green New Scam, as he referred to it.
Oh, so
and
funny.
basically called out the entire UN on their bogus whole agenda to ruin Western society by transitioning to the green movement. So, Greta is done for. We nailed it. She had to pivot to the Palestine thing because climate scam was kind of being called out. But, dude, what a hilarious moment in time. What is she going to do now, man? She should just maybe get married and have some kids and live her life. I think that
Find
might
a
be
football player. It worked out great for Taylor.
I just find this shit so funny, man. Where's Javier Bardem? He was at the Emmys a week ago, and he's like, I'm never going to work with Jews again in Hollywood until there's a ceasefire. Like, all right, well, congratulations, you made a retarded statement. Now you're also never going to work again because you were against the Jews.
So good in No Country for Old Men.
Oh, fantastic! I know, but I mean, he's never gonna. There's no movie for Old Man Bardem. That's what it means now. I just love all these people went so hard on the hating on the Jews, and now all of a sudden, where's the love for the ceasefire?
Yeah, no celebrations, no fireworks, nothing.
No dancing in the street. I thought we would see something, man, but
They're
no.
really mad that it was Trump.
They really are,
mad.
dude. Well, and we were talking about this. We've been kind of hammering this for a while now, but Trump is so funny. Every time he does something, they have to do the opposite, or they have to hate it, or they have to love the opposite. And so now he just brought peace to the Middle East, so now they have to be anti-peace in the Middle East. Like that has to be their platform. That's the beauty of the Trump derangement syndrome, which is
well, dude, the goal of Obama to go out there on social media and talk about anybody else not deserving a Nobel Peace Prize, literally all you did was be black. All you did was you won the presidency like so many other men did. None of them won the Nobel Peace Prize. You just won it because you were black. They gave you a peace prize.
Yes,
you didn't do anything for peace. You droned more people than any president in history. That's crazy. You got the Peace Prize.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. He didn't deserve it. He got it 8 months into his presidency.
Oh, right away, he
right?
didn't even have time to do anything, and he got this Peace Prize. Then here's poor Donald Trump. You're talking about him not deserving it. Come on.
Right. Well, they did issue the Peace Prize this week. Amazingly timed, but it went to Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado wins the prize there. Yeah. I don't know anything about this chick. It's pretty obvious that the committee did it purposely to spite Trump.
Venezuela.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's so
For
funny.
sure.
Did you see that guy, the guy who hands out the prize or is in charge of it or whatever?
Yes.
When he was like talking about how Trump's pretty much a shady guy and we don't give it to shady guy. You gave it to Obama.
Of course.
Come on.
Well, Trump basically has I saw a rundown where he's brokered peace in like 8 armed conflicts just in like 10 months. It's crazy. We forgot about what was going on with Thailand and Cambodia, and
Pakistan and India.
He snuffed out yes, and then he snuffed out the Iranian nuclear facilities. Ended the 12-day war between Iran and
Israel. It was a
Israel.
genius move because nobody talks about it anymore. That he bombed the nuclear facility in Iran.
Yes, man. Something they've been talking about.
Give the guy some. Can we give him credit on one thing here? You know,
he's the peacemaker, man. That's what he is. He's bringing peace. It's crazy to say, but it's true. The proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it here first. And so this chick, this Venezuelan lady that they gave the prize to, they interviewed on Fox, and I think this is the cherry on top for the Trump derangement syndrome. And of course, Trump brokers peace, and then the Nobel committee's like, oh, we're going to really stick it to Trump and give it to this Venezuelan chick, right? And so here comes the Venezuelan chick, and what does she say about Trump?
And they decided to dedicate it to President Trump because he deserves it. Because not only has he been involved in only a few months in solving 8 wars, but his actions have been decisive to have Venezuela now at a threshold of freedom after 26 years of tyranny that have destroyed the lives of millions of Venezuelans.
Yeah, so she's saying that not only did Trump broker peace in 8 armed conflicts or wars, but he also is bringing peace to Venezuela, which was overrun by gangs and violent criminals. I mean,
she's essentially saying you're giving it to me for something I couldn't have done without him.
Yes!
And while he was helping me, did all these other things around the world. And you're going to give the prize to me. She deserves it, though. Good for her. He doesn't need the $1 million.
No, he doesn't need it.
And honestly, he should just go out there and be a real man about it. Really piss off the left and be like, I don't need the prize. You know what? It's called doing your job.
Yes,
the president
man.
of the United States. This is what
Absolutely.
we're supposed to do, not do what Joe Biden did with the auto pen.
President
all
auto
these wars
pen
started under Joe Biden. That's what's so funny.
Absolutely. That's what I saw. I can't remember exactly who it was, but it was like Van Jones or one of these pundits, but they were out there saying like, you know, all this 20,000 Palestinian lives are on Trump's hand. Like, why didn't he end it sooner? It's like, dude, this thing started 2 years into Biden's administration, and they did nothing to stop it, man. Absolutely nothing.
And then I do love how they're like, he's trying to take credit for peace deals that he had nothing to do with. It wasn't even about him. Who said he had anything to do with it? I don't know. Maybe the people in the 8 different countries that put him up for the Nobel Prize. He was nominated by people all around the world. What do you mean?
The left is just angry, ultimately, I think, because of the new wing in the White House that got put up. And I don't know if you saw this about a week or two ago, but they did a new presidential wing with all the portraits, and justifiably so. You got Bush, Obama, Trump, and then, as we all recall, President Auto Pen.
That's so good. Just the fact that we have a president that's posting that is fucking hilarious.
What's funny is that that troll got buried by the sombrero troll.
Sombrero,
like,
which our grandma couldn't stop laughing about the sombrero. It was.
What do you mean? It's the funniest troll of all time.
Genius.
Yes. It's made the backdrop of the show here forever. We have the sombrero.
But he does something where 4 generations of Americans are laughing. You know?
You know, people who don't speak English, they know it's funny.
They love it.
I'm just loving this moment in time. The trolling game is so on point that he has trolls that are overshadowing other trolls, and so they were outraged about the auto pen, but they couldn't sustain that outrage long enough because he's like, here's the sombrero now, and they're like losing their minds all week, like a dog chasing cars, man. They're like, oh my god, we gotta go after that one now.
They don't know what to be outraged about. It's so funny.
Oh, man. Well, Mike, I can't believe I'm saying it. This is the fastest hour in the universe, no doubt about it. We still have so much more to go. DJ Rodfather, I imagine you've got something that's been hanging on your mind from this week.
We don't gotta do the whole song. It's a long one, but man, it's good. And I got a little story behind it.
Really? All right. Very nice. I love a little story action. We're gonna jam to this. Take a breather. We will be back after this jam.
It's always like a long applause. He's a drama queen, so he stretches it out.
I like how we're getting the applause, actually. That's kind of nice.
Kind of nice.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
This is the song from the album.
There we go.
Oh, wow. All right, there it is.
Seamless.
Pretty eye, pirate smile. You marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancing in my game. Jesus free out on the street, handing tickets out for God, turning back, wish she just laughed. The boulevard is not that bad. Get up, knocking, he makes a stand in the auditorium, looking on. She sings the song, the words she knows, the tune she hums. heart. Oh, how it really feels lying here with no one there, only you, and you can't hear me when I say softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Blue jean man, LA seems just for the bang. Pretty eye, oh, Paris smile. You marry a music man. Ballerina, oh, in Messina, dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, oh, with me, China dancing in my game. Oh, how it really feels lying here. We know I'm there, only you, and you can hear me when I say softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. Had a busy day today. Ooh, ooh.
So growing up in Chicago.
Oh, that was I hit the wrong button, man.
Wrong button.
Wow, are we
We're
back?
actually
All
good.
right, yeah, that was slow and sensual, my man. Yeah, all
Elton
right.
John. Yeah, dude. So I was on.
I like how you went with the live version. You could have played the regular version. You're like, no.
The live version is so
I gotta
much
drag
better.
this out.
We gotta drag this out. I gotta smoke this bomb. No, dude. So I go on. I think it was Amazon Prime. Now they have the whole catalog of MTV Unplugged.
Oh, hell yeah. All
Dude,
right,
and I
man.
was like, yeah, I remember it being awesome. MTV Unplugged. Obviously, the first episode is Nirvana. Gotta listen to it. It's amazing. Nirvana Unplugged is one of the best, right?
Yes, I think it's the best, to be honest. And honestly, I think it's their best material. out of anything they've ever
Yes.
produced.
Yeah,
man.
they picked all the because they cover some songs too.
Yes.
It's great. Great episode. Then the next one, you're like, oh man, all right, Paul McCartney, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he was singing. It was terrible. 5 minutes in, I felt like transitioning myself. I'm like, what's going on here? This is the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
Get off the stage. Next, it was like Alanis Morissette. I'm like, all right, man, she was great. She got some great songs. Terrible. Don't even know what songs she was singing. But, dude, I'm like cycling through. I'm like, maybe this show sucks. And then it's like number 7, you get to Elton John. And
All right.
Like, you know, it was one of those, it was like that scene out of, what was that movie? Where you're like, it's out of like Tommy Boy, you know, where you hear like
Yes.
the gay song. And I'm like, well, I guess I could listen to it. You know? And then by the time Tiny Dancer comes in, you're just like,
You're belting it, man. You're living it. Yeah.
It's just him with a piano. And
I
he just
know.
fucking entertains you for an hour with just a
Yes.
piano. Like true, I believe that show exposes the true musicians.
Probably why it's not around anymore.
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't do. You'd have nobody up there. Imagine Taylor Swift. Yeah, what the
Right.
fuck's she gonna do? No.
I mean, people argue she's a musician. She actually plays a little guitar. I've seen footage of her. I've seen her in bars playing just her with the guitar.
Never mind.
Within the last 5 years or so, it went viral, and she was at a bar and just went up on stage and sang some tunes. So
That's crazy.
I'll give it to
No, give it
Taylor
her.
Swift.
You never see like Cardi B, you know? Or like,
I think you're on the money there. Yeah, exactly.
know?
Cardi B's not picking up the acoustic guitar and doing some, stripped down versions of Wet Ass Pussy, right? You're not getting the acoustic stripped down Wet Ass Pussy.
But then it also got me thinking, like, this is from the 90s. Dude, listen, I'm telling you, I went through 7 episodes, and there was the one band, okay, white men, whatever. And then there's this gay dude who I'm like, he's arguably the second best on this whole series.
Right.
It didn't matter if you were gay back then. You know?
Yes.
Like, this guy sat down at a piano and just entertains the world for an hour. That is
Yeah, man.
incredible.
Absolutely. I think that's that's true talent. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, in the last 20 years, they stopped bringing up naturally talented people. Everything's nepotism in Hollywood and in
Yes.
music.
Yes.
So,
And like even though he had the gay thing, Elton John has no quality of a rock star. He's not like this like fit, attractive, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's
But
like
he is
the-
he was
he's like
when
the
he was younger.
short, I don't know. He's pretty young in this one, man. He's like the short, chubby.
He was a showman, though. He loved the eccentric outfits and
Yeah.
the flashiness, and
which wasn't accepted back then. Today, that would give you a leg up. Oh,
Well-
come perform for our kids. But back then,
Right.
that was
Well-
like you weren't even allowed on TV.
I don't know, with Elton John and Freddie Mercury, they were phenomenal talents first. Then
Yes.
we knew they were gay.
Yes.
Whereas all the talent now, they're spokespersons for the LGBT sandwich community, or this is, the trans person. And
No, it's what makes Tim Dillon different. He's a comedian who's gay on the side.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
He's not making a whole act about sucking dick and being gay.
Right,
Like you could watch
yes.
you watch his hour episode, he'll mention it like once. in a
Maybe.
joke.
He never talks about being
Doesn't
gay,
really
actually. You
because it's not
forget.
like his because it doesn't matter.
No, it's not supposed to.
Just like I forget that you have sex with women because it never comes up. It doesn't matter. you
Well,
know?
people forget because I'm 3/4. I drive a Subaru. Physically, I am not the most masculine-looking individual. So,
But are you ever looking at like me and being like, I wonder if he really just fucks women? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter.
no, it's not
So it's
important.
the same thing if you're gay. It
Right.
doesn't matter. Don't talk
Yes.
about it. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Mind blown on that one. Great call. And
Go hit it up, man. MTV Unplugged. You'll see who the real musicians are.
yeah, I think it stops in the 90s. They had 70s artists, 80s artists, and 90s artists. And then they probably, I imagine, tried to resurrect the MTV Unplugged on some level, maybe 10 years ago or so, when cable was still somewhat important in the modern era. But I see it as I see there being no pool of talent to actually draw from for a genuine acoustic rendering
for a
of,
whole hour.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Cardi B or whoever the other Cardi B. There's another Cardi.
The Puerto Rican Cardi B.
That's what. Yeah,
she's Puerto Rican. The black Cardi B.
Yes, exactly.
Whichever way.
They're the same one. I don't know why I can't think of the name, but that doesn't matter. They're all talentless, and they all got the Brazilian butt lifts,
Way
and
more
that's what makes them famous.
than we'll ever be, and more money.
Absolutely, all credit to them. Yeah, absolutely.
But did it with no talent, but that's okay.
But yeah, Elton John didn't go out there and get the Brazilian butt lift, and that's what made him super famous. Right?
Yeah, right. He just was a phenomenal talent.
Yeah, all that stuff kind of started becoming a thing, during the 90s, Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, right?
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera is really funny. When she got fat, she dropped off the map. Everyone stopped giving her gigs or anything.
I like her
on TV.
better fat.
You like fat Christina?
I think she looks good fat. She's a good chubby. She's a good chubby milk.
Well, she's a vivacious woman. She's got the curves,
if you got the big tits. If you got no tits and you're fat, get out of here.
Right, that's a little different scenario.
Then you're a Chicago woman getting arrested by ICE.
Great call, man. All right, I love it, dude. Well, Mike, I was getting down last night. Cubs Game 5.
I heard.
It went the way everyone anticipated, especially myself. I was expecting. Remember, I declared on our previous episode, Brewers, I believe, have the heart and the momentum. They're gonna take it. Probably get beat down by the Dodgers, I imagine. The Dodgers are a $1 billion market team with Shohei Ohtani. They get billions in revenue from the Japanese market. There's no way the Dodgers aren't going to be in the World Series.
You got to pay for that guy.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's going to happen. You're getting all that ad revenue.
Hey, Greta, hit up Yoshi. Hey, Japanese, you guys like Down syndrome?
Yeah,
right?
that's a good call. Yes, man. She does have that Down syndrome thing going on, right?
Isn't she like a little? No?
I think she has the fetal alcohol syndrome thing going on. She's
got something.
Right. I mean, I got something probably, so I try not to say anything about other people. You know,
we're just vaccinated, but she's got something a little more.
We're product of being born in the 80s.
Our mom took Tylenol, lots of Tylenol. That's how you get to look like this with the bald
That's right.
head.
A lot of Tylenol in that birthing cycle there. I was watching baseball last night, man, and Emma's out of town, and so I'm watching the lonely cat going through the grieving process. So I tried to stay outside as much as possible this weekend and last weekend. And last night, Gloria is the government shutdown. My God, I haven't seen a chemtrail in 2 weeks, bro. It's unbelievable.
Fantastic.
Dude, we're watching the sun set behind the mountains. It's crazy. I can't remember the last time I saw something like that. So we're out late.
Dude, I've had like 3 guys now be like, "What is this government shutdown, man? What do you think is going on? What do you think?" Like, has your life changed at all?
It's better. I think my life is better.
No. Okay. First of all, calm down. This is no big deal. This literally nothing happens. It's gonna be fine. Gonna be fine, people.
Well, rumor is the shutdown is gonna hold till October 18th.
So I bet on 45 days. It's like they do that thing on Robinhood. Yeah.
Wow. So allegedly, Speaker Johnson was doing the rounds, and he claims that based on insider info that they have there in the House, that Schumer and company have been quietly but openly discussing how they're basically holding off till 10/18 because 10/18 is the No Kings protest in Washington D.C. and they allegedly don't want to upset their base. And so they don't want to piss off the base right before, or they want the rage to roll into 10/18 so they can have a lot of violence. And, they got their bricks stacked up, man. They're ready to roll for 10/18. Yeah, so they need everyone fired up and angry. Without the shutdown, they got nothing left to be angry about. We got peace in the Middle East. I mean.
Are they angry? Wait, so the lefties are angry about the shutdown, but it was the Democrats that shut it down.
I mean,
it's the Schumer shutdown.
it is, but I mean, you're talking logic, dude. You can't use logic and
shutdown.
reasoning when you're talking about the shutdown. So yeah, they're apparently going to hold it off till there. I personally think this is all 4D chess on the part of Marjorie Taylor Greene to stop the chemtrails. I don't know if anyone knows this, but on the docket for Congress was the vote on H.R. 4403, the Clear Skies Act. So I think maybe this whole thing was designed to stop the chemtrails, but 4D chess by Marjorie Taylor Greene shutting down the government stopped the chemtrails, bro. So yeah, here we are. We're
Blue
living
skies, baby.
blue skies, man. It feels really good. I do think though, realistically, they just shut it down because they didn't want to release the Epstein files. I think that's what's going on here.
It's the one thing everybody seems to agree at the top.
So we got the clear skies though, and I was outside watching baseball, and I was just thinking about how we're living in a really great time right now where the game was on cable in my house, but I wanted to hang in the yard with the sun going down with the cat. And so I had the game on my phone with my headphones on, and I'm in the yard, and the game with the 5G technology on my cell phone was like 10 seconds ahead of the cable game.
Yeah, crazy.
Which is really crazy, dude.
Satellites.
It's really amazing, actually. And I'm watching baseball, and I'm thinking, man, this is crazy. I'm here in the future. I'm watching the game digitally on my phone. And even baseball, as old and traditional as it is, here we are, and we got all this modern tech. They got the pitch clock speeding up the game. And then in the Cubs game, there was a play where the guy threw out the runner stealing second. And the other team, the Brewers, they challenged the call, which is very new technology, right? So the ump goes, he's watching this digital replay, and then he made the call, and he decided he's going to, he made a new decision. So he came out to home plate to declare what the new call was. And dude, I swear to God, like, somewhere off in the distance of right field, a tiny speaker that was made in 1965, like, is what broadcast the call from the umpire. And, like, we have all this digital tech, all this incredible technology, 5G, and, like, satellite. And he comes out and he's like after reviewing the plan, the runner is safe. And it's like, dude, can we get a better microphone on this guy? Like, we're living in 2025 here, man.
Just give him an iPhone. Hook it up to a Bluetooth speaker.
After reviewing the plan, it's like way off in the distance. You can barely hear it, man. It's like, what the fuck, dude? We're living in the future. Can we upgrade the umpire's microphone, man?
It takes time. We were doing incremental improvements. We're going to get to the speaker.
Same thing with the NFL, though. They got like 5 games at once on the TV screen, and then the guy comes to do the phone. He's like, and the voice is even like 10 seconds delayed from the mouth moving. Like, nothing's working. Like, dude, you got drones filming the game live, man. Like, come on.
The sound, man, it's hard.
Dude, fix the sound. Well, you got Jon Stewart's team doing the sound system here? Come on.
Because you're like broadcasting that voice to a stadium.
I know. It's cracking me up, man. I'm like, I'm in the future. I'm digitally watching. I got the Bluetooth headphones and the 5G crystal clear.
Being bombarded with cancer waves. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Well, well, I feel okay now that I don't have all the chemtrail dust being blown down upon me, right?
Cancer,
yes, yeah. That's right, dude.
No, you're right, dude. That speaker's so funny.
Oh, it was cracking me up, man. We're living the future, but a lot of talk in baseball. I don't know if you've been watching, but they keep commenting on it both during the game and then players are mentioning it afterwards. They're really excited about AI umps. They want the computer, basically. They're saying that it's better technology than the human umpire. It's like 100% accurate. So
I saw that the umps are hitting like 96%.
And I was thinking about this, man. When it comes to baseball, the ump is like the third player, or the third team.
It's the 0 on the roulette table.
Yes, exactly, man. There's just a wild card element to the ump, and I love the idea of one of the best players in the world maybe saying something under his breath, slightly disrespectful, and then all of a sudden that strike zone just increases a little bit on him, you know? And then that ball, which should have been a ball, was called a strike because you pissed off the ump. Then the manager comes out and he's throwing the hat on the ground and kicking the dust and spittling on the guy's face, and then the ump throws him out of the game, dude. It's like, dude, you can't take that away. That is what makes baseball so fun. And then, of course, you piss off enough people, we're clearing the benches, and we are brawling, baby.
We haven't had one in a while. That's what you need, the bench clearing. Yeah.
We need a bench clear in this playoff. So I'm just saying, man, don't get rid of the ump. It's maybe one of the best elements, like the error element, the human error, I think is what makes baseball one of the best sports in the world.
It's a human sport, man. Come on.
I love it, man. So they got to keep it. And I have a prediction for baseball because you and I were discussing this when we went to the Cubs game earlier this summer, which is too fast.
Too fast.
I want to hang out and enjoy myself. I've noticed this is a new thing, especially in the playoffs. They're shrinking. They're doing picture-picture during the game, and they're shrinking the action to the corner and doing an advertisement while the game is going on.
Oh, wow.
Because they need the ads. They got to pump in the ads. The game is too fast, bro. So I predict maybe next year, but in the next 3 years or so, they're going to increase the game clock in baseball. I think they're going to add about 3 to 5 seconds. And that's going to be, it's going to be 2 reasons, I believe. Number one, you got to bring in more ads. You need the ad revenue. And you got to increase the time where people can buy some more booze because you make all your money from the booze. So you got to just kind of inch it up a little more.
I was ready for another hot dog.
That's right. So I was saying, well, it's hard with the shrunken down time to successfully complete the 9-9-9. Which is the 9 beers, the 9 hot dogs in the 9 innings challenge. So, you know, we need a little more time to digest the 9-9-9. So that's my future prediction for baseball. But I'm holding pat on my prediction for the World Series. Mariners and the, what are the other guys? The Dodgers.
Mariners, Dodgers.
Yeah, small market.
We'll
but
see.
Speaking of sporting events and all that controversial nonsense, we do have news this weekend that there will be a Turning Point USA All-American halftime show to counter the Bad Bunny. I don't know if you have been following that at all.
I have not been following. I do not care about the halftime show.
No, so we're getting a Republican one, man. All right.
It's so dumb. So dumb.
Yeah. Oh man.
How about you all just don't watch the Super Bowl? Fuck this, you know what I mean? Fuck the Super Bowl. Who even cares?
Nothing to do in the wintertime, man. You gotta.
I don't understand why it's like
football.
such a big deal to watch the Super Bowl. Get out.
I don't know.
Dumb game.
That's right. That's right, man.
They're having this dumb. I love how they're doing a Spanish halftime. That's crazy.
It's gonna be non-English, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just
you're
like
gonna do they're gonna do the Black National Anthem, and then you're gonna have a Spanish halftime.
You gotta do the lift off farts and sing, and then and then you're gonna bring out the Mexican, Puerto Rican guy to do the Spanish halftime show. Everything done in our world right now is to spite Trump. Everything.
Crazy.
Every decision made on a corporate level is to go against this guy. It's the Trump derangement syndrome. And so that's why we're getting Bad Bunny, a guy who doesn't even speak English, performing the halftime show. It was all designed. If Trump weren't president, it would probably be Kid Rock doing the halftime show. But now we have Bad Bunny.
Yeah. I just can't wait for all these people that are happy about it. They actually see what he sounds like.
I know.
Like, oh, this is terrible.
I don't even know what he sounds like, to be honest. I've never heard any of his songs.
No, because he's probably terrible.
Well, they could have gone Americana, but maybe she wasn't available. This was huge news this week. I don't know if you were seeing this everywhere or anywhere, but Dolly Parton had to announce, "I'm not dying."
Were they saying she was dying? Who was saying that?
Her sister tweeted something out "Say your prayers for Dolly," and then Dolly had to cancel some dates on her tour that she was gonna do. And so everybody thought she was sick and dying. Apparently she's not dying. the reason I think this is fantastic is because this should be an example for everybody out there. Aspire to live your life in such a great way that one day you're going to have to announce to the world, no, I'm still alive. I'm not dead, actually. I'm still alive. I'm here. I'm alive. Like, we should all hope someday that we're so important, we got to announce, no, don't worry. I'm alive.
Worry.
I'm
still here.
Which brings me to what I think we should force into reality right now. I think Keith Richards needs to make this announcement every 6 months. I think he should go out there. That's what I'm saying. Can we have Keith Richards go out there every 6 months, be like, "Don't worry, I'm still alive. I'm
and
here."
Let us know how many kids you had that month. I'm 96. I'm still alive. Had 3 kids. No big deal.
Dolly Parton's still alive and thriving in the
still performing, huh?
In the New York mayor race. Andrew Cuomo.
He's not going to win. Get out of here.
He got a major boost with Adams dropping out. So Ma'am Danny is polling at 46%. Cuomo now up to 33%. And that's the magic 33, people. You know it, folks. That means the Masons are involved here. We got the hidden hand guiding in
he's
Cuomo.
Not gonna win. Nobody wants Cuomo.
Dude,
Get out of here.
I got a prediction.
Oh, this is good.
I truly believe this. We are going to witness the most obvious, the most ludicrous, the most improbable, the most in-our-face, blatant election steal in modern American history.
No.
I'm calling it right now. Cuomo, the comeback kid, wins the mayor race by a hair. Mayor by a hair. It's going to be the greatest steal we've ever seen. It's going to blow away what Biden did in 2020. They're going to use the mail-in voting. Because the Democrat machine owns New York. I mean, New York is where, the Clintons are in power. New York is their territory. I don't think they're going to let Ma'am Danny get it. I think they're going to back Cuomo. The machine is. And I'm telling you, it's going to be improbable, impossible, totally insane, but it's going to happen. Dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be so in our face. Everyone's going to be like, there's no way. There's no, and
they're just gonna steal.
Oh, just like 6,100 mules are gonna come power and do. 6 million mules are gonna fucking take this thing. I'm telling you right now.
There's gonna be no voter ID, right? And mail-in ballot.
Oh yeah,
and it's New York, so
black people there have no idea how to find the DMV in New York. I'm telling you, dude.
Poor guys.
The political article talks about how the second Adams dropped out, Cuomo just skyrocketed, and Cuomo has that filthy, dirty Clinton, New York Democrat machine behind him, man. I think that...
I don't know, man. I think he's so unlikable.
I can't get over the 2020 steal. Bro, the 15 million...
I know, that is crazy.
Where did they get...
And it was like, it was obvious in 2020, but then 2024 results.
That's what I'm saying.
You were like, come on. Dude, 15 million people.
After 2024, they're like, what happened to the mysterious 15 million voters? Like, dude, come on. You fucking made them up, man.
What happened, dude?
2020 was so in our face and so obvious. I mean, they stole that election. I just think that the seal has been broken on hiding the stealing of elections. Like, it's just obvious now. And trust me, I don't think 2024 was squeaky clean on any level with either party. I just think the Republicans learned their lesson and out-cheated the Democrats. I'm telling you.
I think what happened is they were both cheating, and then they realized it was going to be like 600 million ballots. And they were like, all right, we got to pull it.
We've talked about this before. Like,
we got to run it straight.
It's going to get to a point where there's more ballots than actual people in America, right?
So good.
So I think they're going to do that in New York. It's going to be ridiculous, in our face. They're not afraid to hide it anymore. It's not like it's a national election, so I think they can get away with it. we're going to see Cuomo eke out a win. Mayor by a hair. He's going to do it.
Some weird circumstance. Yeah.
Really bizarre. The power's going to go out, and they're going to tape up the windows like they did in 2020 and hide
for your safety.
Yeah, that's right.
It's for your safety.
There's going to be a COVID variant that's unleashed just in New York right when they do the election, right? There's going to be something.
That's the other thing. He killed all those people during COVID.
I'm at the point where I've realized nobody remembers what happened during COVID.
No, but that's true. Nobody does remember.
Because I sent
To be fair, if I took the vaccine, I'd want to forget too.
Yes, absolutely. But I sent you a link to it. I encourage everybody out there. You got a little time to kill. Google. Just use Google. Search the Wikipedia of 2022. Just news events of 2022.
It's crazy to look back.
Yeah, 2022 did not exist. I'm telling you right now. Isn't it weird looking back? Like, that is a forgotten year.
It really is.
It's crazy.
You're 2 years into the COVID virus.
And it was, what was it? We still had the mandates. We still had the restrictions. They were doing the second wave of masking protocols. 2022.
That was when it was like only blue states were doing masks.
Yes.
Like we were doing masks and like, should we send the kids back to school? And Florida had been back for a year and a half.
Fully open, dude. Yes, man.
We went to vacation in 22 to Florida.
Oh, man. It was a weird year, too. This is the year that the slap occurred. This is the Will Smith slap.
Is that the Will Smith slap?
It is the Will Smith slap,
that's
man.
3 years ago? Damn.
Derek Chauvin and Proud Boys and everybody associated with Jan 6th were imprisoned in 2022.
Wow.
Steve Bannon went to jail in 2022.
I forgot about Steve
Roger
Bannon.
Stone. Every single month there was a school and or mass shooting in 2022.
Yeah.
The FBI raided Mar-a-Lago multiple times.
They went after Trump. That's so funny.
There was the fake Whitmer kidnapping, Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping.
Dude, I love how he went after Letitia James for the mortgage fraud.
Yes.
It's literally what she ran on going after him for and then went after him for.
Yes.
It's so funny.
And now she's indicted. Comey's indicted.
Oh, it's so funny.
Bolton is indicted.
Good.
Yeah, it's incredible, man.
You guys went after him. So.
2022 was the year where they literally went after everyone associated with Trump. They fought Elon and tried to stop him from buying Twitter. Luckily, he ended up buying it at the end of 2022. Alex Jones lost his $1 billion lawsuit.
Oh, wow.
In
Still
2022.
hasn't paid for it.
They sent everybody for Jan 6th. They literally did the Jan 6th committee. That's when they recommended criminal charges against Trump. I mean, 2022 is the year that the DOJ was weaponized against every Republican in America. It was unbelievable, man.
I know.
And so now, it's funny to see people's reactions or claiming, oh, Trump's an authoritarian with what he's doing with Letitia James. Letitia James is a criminal. Like, no
why
one's
did
above
she
the
go
law.
after
Mike.
him? Dude, New York changed their laws to go after him for a rape case.
That's
That right
insane.
there is the most. That's all you need to know. They weaponized it first.
Yeah,
And
and
be careful what you do with power, because the other team's gonna have that power one day.
absolutely. And
You know?
Letitia James is she's suffering the consequence that seems to be occurring with everybody that was a DEI hire over the last 5 years.
Yes,
Some
good
sort
call.
of illicit controversy seems to follow them now. And I don't see it changing. It's probably going to happen to everybody else who went after Trump. Letitia James is really funny, though. You know, she won her election in 2022. That was when she came into power. And when I was thinking about her and that year and all that, it's funny that as this was on my mind, I was perusing the cable box the other night, and HBO was showing The Woman King.
The Woman King.
Do you remember The Woman King, dude?
That stupid movie.
Dude, The Woman King has a 99% rating on
Of
Rotten Tomatoes.
course it does.
Have you seen this movie? Have you watched it all?
I think I watched the first 5 minutes. It's
I
like this
watched
black
it.
woman in Africa that take over the tribe and become these like warriors.
It's allegedly based on true events, and if you do a little research on it, it ends up being not based on anything true whatsoever. 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, and then 5 or 8 with the critics. I mean,
so terrible.
Objectively, a terrible movie. I watched a good chunk of it. It's a really, really horrible film, and the premise is, it's basically superhuman African women just gruesomely slaughtering white men for 2 hours. That's like literally what the movie is, dude. It's like women just leaping off of logs and rocks and just slaughtering white dudes. That's the whole movie. But I was watching it and I was thinking about, it came out in 2022. Dude, that was the year of black women dominance, man. I mean, culturally, they conquered America. And that's when Letitia James went after Trump and then the J6 committee and all that stuff. And so, she was just living in the moment, man. You can't blame Letitia James.
No, I'm not mad at her.
She was empowered by the zeitgeist of the time. I mean, Women King was 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, dude. Letitia's like, I'm taking on Trump. She literally ran on it. What people don't realize is when she was running for her position, she literally told her constituents, I'm going to immediately go after Donald Trump. That's why
it's crazy. Yeah.
It's totally nuts, dude.
You had the criminal and then you went looking for the crime. That's not America. That's North Korea.
Yeah. And this is, at that time, again, black women were having their moment. Look what happened since then. I mean, they killed off Iron Man and replaced him with a black chick. They killed the Black Panther, replaced him with a black chick. Captain America, it looks like he's been replaced with a black chick. I'm not 100% sure on who Anthony Mackie is, but it looks like a black chick. You know what I'm saying? So black chicks are they're dominating. But now the chickens are coming home to roost, and I think reality is setting in, and we're saying goodbye to the DEI hires. She's gonna go the way
something about Hollywood, man. On the flight home, I was watching This Is the Last of Us, or The Last of Us.
The Last of Us, yeah.
Yeah, the one with Oscar Pascal.
Oh yeah, man.
There was that's the show that made Ron Swanson gay.
Yeah, that's right, dude. Well, then they killed off Pascal and they made that Down syndrome girl the main character. I don't know
But it's like everything I watched in the past couple of years. This chick who's 5'6", right? She gets punched in the face by this fucking 6'2" dude, and she just like fucking brushes it off. Yeah. I would knock you out.
Yes,
know what I mean? And this guy would knock me out. It's crazy.
Oh, it goes back to the Civil War talk, where people in their minds believe in the Hollywoodization of everything. So in their minds, a tiny black lesbian can overpower any dude in the world. What people don't realize is there's weight classes for fighting for a reason. A reason. You can't have a 300-pound guy fight a 150-pound guy. That guy will get annihilated.
Fighters will tell you, if I'm a 130-pound fighter, I could kill anybody 130 pounds. But if you're 260,
yes,
and twice my size,
yes,
my training's gonna help, but I might lose.
No, you're going to get smashed. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be Hulk smash, and you're the one that's getting smashed.
There's just a level where it's like, you can't,
No, it's insane.
If you're smaller than me and a woman, and I'm looking at this guy like he would destroy me, he's not even going to try to destroy. You know what I mean? He's just going to stomp you out. One punch to the face. Come on.
Yeah, it's absolutely
I think
absurd.
in the show, she doesn't even get punched. He like stomps her with his foot.
You'd be dead
in the face, and she's just like, "It's the best you got. Call yourself a man."
Of course, man. I'm pretty sure in that newest season, it's the newest season of The Last of Us. There's a moment where her and her like lesbian girlfriend they're like about to have a baby or something, and she's like, I'm gonna be a dad now. And
no, I didn't get to that far. They're really heavily leaning on that she's a lesbian, and now she's like trying to be a boy. They're gonna transition her. It's gonna be a trip.
For sure, yeah. Well, they need a role for Elliot Page, so they're gonna bring in Elliot Page.
Good call. She's been out of the scene, or he. As soon as he transitioned, he ruined that one show, and now that's it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, terrible series. It had such good potential.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I gave up anything with Pedro Pascal after he started promoting his totally platonic, totally straight relationship with Oscar Isaac.
The masculinity.
Yeah, just two straight guys nibbling on each other's ears while they watch the sunset together.
No big deal. No homo.
Oh man, so Letitia James going down. Trump, he's got an enemies list. He's just going down the road. I guarantee Dyke Cheney's going to be on some sort of indictment at some point.
Adam Kinzinger.
He just got John Bolton. I don't know if you saw the FBI raided his house a week or two ago, and now he's being indicted.
Wow.
John Bolton, my least favorite Bolton, I want to say. I don't know if anyone is familiar with Bolton. Well, I know if... he's my least favorite
Baldwins?
Bolton. No, Bolton. He's my least favorite Bolton. There's...
John Bolton, my least favorite Bolton, second least favorite Baldwin.
Well, here, I know of three Boltons. There's Mike Bolton, who's a fictitious Bolton from the movie Office Space, which is a very hilarious and classic movie role. Is Mike Bolton. You can just call him Mike, right? Yeah. And then second is the real Michael Bolton. I'm not a huge fan of Michael Bolton, but he'll go number 2. Number 3, least favorite Bolton, John Bolton. So John Bolton,
good call.
He's behind a fictitious Bolton, and then the real Michael Bolton, and that's where John Bolton is in my Bolton list. Yeah,
I agree with that list. I'm gonna have to agree with it.
I'm a huge fan of good mustaches, but that doesn't even save my opinion for John Bolton. He's a despicable human creature. I mean, this guy all in on the just blowing up Iran and Syria and following through on the Wesley Clark 7. I've always been anti-John Bolton. He's my least favorite Bolton.
He's one of these guys that never goes away.
No, because he's dude. He's the deep swamp. He's the deep state, man. Yeah. Absolutely, and he slithers his freaking slimy ass into every situation. And no matter what, doesn't matter who's president, John Bolton shows up on CNN and he's like, well, we gotta bomb Iran. That's literally always what he wants to do.
We're talking about climate change. Your answer seems to always be bomb Iran.
So he's got Bolton, who could go to jail. And I'm not a huge fan of having the enemies list and putting your political opposition behind bars, but they literally did that 3 years ago to everybody associated to Trump, including Trump. So, I mean, I think what goes around comes around. And the same is true for James Comey, who has been indicted this week, apparently. And
Frank, he just found those shells. He just walked upon these shells.
Here's my favorite thing about James Comey. He may have an illustrious career decorated with all these incredible achievements. I mean, maybe he stopped some, drug traffickers or human traffickers. Maybe he saved children or stopped some major crime rings. Like, I have no idea what James Comey has done in his career. All I know about the guy is that on a Sunday stroll down the beach, he just happened upon just this miraculous array of seashells that just happened to say 8645.
Frank, there was nothing there. This wave came in, and when it receded, it was just seashells in that shape. What do you want from the guy?
Whilst I was strolling down the beach, magically these seashells appeared before me. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And I didn't even know that could have meant something. I was just taking pictures.
What a strange display of nature before me. 8, 6, 4, 5. What could this mean?
What could it mean? I love it.
I'm just going to take a picture of it and post it on my Instagram, see if anyone knows what this could
Nobody
mean.
will know what that means. I love that. He had no idea.
Comey, Letitia James, and John Bolton in the last week, I think, basically have all been indicted.
What a boring prison yard.
Oh, yes.
You thought the worst thing to happen in prison was butt rape. Imagine having to sit at a table with those guys, with Bolton talking your ear off.
Can we bring Diddy in here just to spice things up a little bit and get a little life in this crowd? Come on, man.
If I gotta listen to one more Bolton story, I'm out. Can somebody rate me already? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, speaking of prison, we're finally getting some details when it comes to an infamous prison scenario that I guess now the mainstream legacy media is like, okay, let's investigate a little bit on one of the greatest prison mysteries of all time, which is whether or not Jeffrey Epstein killed himself in that prison cell 10 years ago. About 10 years ago now. We're basically kind of getting down that
it's
road.
It's like the least important fact of the whole story.
But what's amazing is the meme was, for the last 10 years, Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. I mean, that's the joke.
I know, but if you were like, we got this much money, we could either spend it on investigating his death or the people that went to his island to fuck young girls, I'd be like, okay, I don't really care about his death. I know he didn't kill himself. Or if he did it under extreme persuasion, you know?
Yes, dude.
So how about we focus on the girls that got raped?
That's because you're not a journalist, Mike. You don't know how to do real investigative work. You don't know what's important. You don't have your finger on the pulse, sir. Right. No way. CBS, they got their finger on the pulse. They know what's important right now. And they finally decided 10 years later, something seems a little off.
CBS News exclusive, an investigation related to the death of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. CBS News has obtained 90 jail cell photos from the day Epstein was found dead, some of which have never before been seen publicly. Scott McFarlane joins us now from Washington with more on this. Scott, what's in the photos? Good morning.
Hey, Tony, good morning. The photos were taken by New York's Office of Chief Medical Examiner, and they raise more questions than they answer. Epstein's body was removed
10 years later.
Crazy.
Before investigators arrived, and Epstein's cell, experts say, should have been treated as a crime scene, and by all appearances, it was not. On the morning of August 10th, 2019, convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein was found dead at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Lower Manhattan. This was the vow of then Attorney General Bill Barr.
We will get to the bottom of what happened, and there will be accountability.
Epstein worked for Bill Barr's dad at the college, I believe. Just a little caveat to that story.
Crazy.
Slight relation.
Epstein's death was quickly ruled a suicide. But an investigation of jail cell photos by CBS News, working with forensic experts, has raised serious...
In the corner there, it was really quick, but it was Hillary Clinton sneaking out the back door.
Serious questions about the New York Medical Examiner and the FBI's work, including a failure to preserve the scene, log evidence, and run basic forensic tests. There are 90 photos in all, showing a cell strewn with blankets and strips of fabric tied to the bed and window grate. Items moved around, including a mattress, which is seen on the floor in an earlier photo, but appears on the bed in a later one. Looking at the metadata, that second photo appears to have been taken at 11:02 a.m. If that's accurate, the scene had been disturbed hours before FBI investigators arrived. Investigators also found several...
The same FBI who released that footage that was missing several minutes throughout the entire scenario unfolding. Yeah, that's
no,
the
Frank,
one.
It was just a glitch. Every day it does it for 60 seconds. What's that? There's 7 minutes? Don't worry about those 7 minutes.
And those 7 minutes had nothing to do with the FBI going inside the crime scene and moving mattresses around and changing the position of various fabrics.
Just a glitch.
Just a glitch, dude.
Possible nooses, but did not conclusively identify the one that killed him. What do you make of all these pictures?
I make a crime scene gone wrong.
Herman Weisberg is a former NYPD detective turned private investigator. Does it look to you like this was investigated as a suicide or as a murder?
To me, this looks like they took it at face value that this was a suicide.
While our investigation did not contradict the official determination of suicide, it does raise questions about what was done to rule out the possibility of murder.
If you realize that you've got a high-profile person that may or may not have committed suicide, but you need to prove that to people, this is not adequate as far as I'm concerned.
We've reached out to the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner, as well as former and current staff involved in the investigation, the FBI and the Department of Justice. All declined to comment, or Tony simply did not respond.
Yeah, no comment. We're going to plead the fifth on this one. So I like how now they're dancing on it. Like, okay, look, he probably didn't kill himself. Actually, this might have been a murder scene, but we're just gonna keep kind of sprinkling this info out there. But none of you will care anyways, because here's another new shiny object. You see what Trump tweeted today? Oh my God, China tariffs. You know what I'm saying? So I just like how here we are. Just like with 9/11, decades later, they're like, here's a bunch of footage we held off for 2 decades, you know? Like, here
Got
you go.
lost in the closet. Sorry, didn't know it was there.
So now we just found 90 pictures from the cell inside Epstein's cage there, and
he had multiple nooses. Who makes multiple nooses?
Dude, the whole thing is so ridiculous, man. I mean, you guys killed him. It was a hit job. Come on. I think we know what's going on here. But it's funny that we're getting the info.
Or they just pushed him to do it.
Yeah, you've said this a few times there.
I don't think it'd be hard to get somebody to kill themselves.
No, AI does it very easily now.
Really?
Apparently AI is just telling everyone to kill themselves.
Brutal. I feel bad for those parents of that kid.
It was just one kid, but I think that they've caught AI doing a lot of nefarious things, such as telling people they should just go throw themselves.
So I
off
used
a
the
building.
AI yesterday because having a hard time picking a car, and I asked it as Grok, what's the most reliable car under $30,000? Gave me the top 3.
And
you got the Toyota Camry.
Hey now,
which obviously the Honda Civic.
All right, yeah.
Obviously, number 3, Kia Soul.
Wow, yeah.
Grok elaborate on the Kia there, and he went through this whole thing how like in 2020 they started recruiting engineers from the other motor companies apparently, and like in the last 3 years they've been producing some of the most reliable cars. Not quite at Toyota and Honda levels, but better than everybody else.
Wow. All right.
And
I'm
they're
shocked,
only like,
man.
They're only like $20,000.
Interesting. No Prius on there or Tesla?
No, that's what Kia Soul. It's an ugly fucking car, but
It is, yeah.
to be
it's a
number
rough-
3. But then you start looking at their other cars, and a lot of it is because all these other companies, they're putting tiny engines with a turbo. where Kia was just like, nah, we'll do the 2-liter, same thing as the Corolla, you know.
Yeah, but you want to have that turbo option, man.
Fuck
Come
that,
on.
dude. Fuck
Turbo.
It's not worth it, man. Not worth it. A 2.7 liter, even with a turbo, on a Ford F-150, that's not even a truck, man. What are you going to haul with it?
Oh, man, I got the Subaru on lockdown right now because I got to take it in for the emissions, and I keep getting pulled over with the sticker. I pulled over twice in a week for this sticker on my plate. We had some vans on our fleet get pulled over because the sticker was outdated. I was telling Emma, like, I could complain, but I gotta say, we're in a MAGA world, and all of a sudden everybody's getting pulled over for shit. You know what?
For minor infractions?
But you know what? I'm okay with this, actually. It pisses me off that I gotta pay the ticket, but I'd rather live in a world where we have cops working the beat, catching people doing stuff they shouldn't.
No, it's just because this is the time when they start to get you for the no sticker. Because now it's October, so if you still have last year's color, it's obvious.
Mine's 2024. I've been skirting this for a while, man. Yeah. Well, no, Denver announced last year when Trump. No, it was earlier this year when Trump went in on the Tom Homan regime and catching migrants. Denver shut down their surveillance cameras and stopped pulling people over for minor traffic violations because it was disproportionately affecting migrants and illegal immigrants.
So stupid.
And so nobody
So
was getting
stupid.
pulled over all year for even not having a license plate. I mean, I was driving the highway, dude, and there were people cruising around, not even a plate, not in the window, nothing, just
crazy.
no identification. That's done. That I haven't seen a no plate car in at least 2 or 3 months, and now everyone's getting pulled over for anything going on. So Denver made a choice to say we're going to stop following laws and restrictions to save the migrants, and then all of a sudden now they're in on catching everybody doing stuff. So something has changed, I feel like.
The tides are changing.
Well, when it comes to driving around illegally without the proper registration, that's a migrant move.
Yeah, did you see these guys with their licenses that say no name?
No.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know if it's true. It's like going around all the the internet there. Yeah, they're like issuing commercial driver's license that say no name given.
Wow. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, these migrants are the reason we're currently shut down. And I think what people are a little bit more upset about right now is the fact that Trump found a workaround and he's going to pay the troops while we continue the shutdown.
He's killing it, dude.
Absolutely crushing it, dude. So, the law and order continues no matter what, shutdown or no shutdown. But Mike, we're cruising along here, and we're entering the final stretch. We got a lot of docket going on.
So much to talk about.
A lot of docket. I did see this, and I thought you would be intrigued. It was announced the other day. NASA has a date for their first crewed mission to the moon in 50 years, man. Yeah. We're going to the moon, baby.
When are they going? When's the date?
Next year. They have a tentative time frame for April 2026. They're going to do a flyby of the moon. It's a 10-day mission, and they're going to basically get everything set up for the next flight where they'll end up landing the people to start setting up a moon base. That's the ultimate goal. This is the Artemis thing, and I think this might work. And I'm being a little, crass here, but just based on the crew alone, I think there's a shot for this to actually be successful. I don't know why, but maybe it's the lack of black lesbians running the show here that I think maybe... Look, there's definitely diversity.
But they look like qualified people.
But they look like they picked this team based on their qualifications, their merits. You know what I'm saying? No blue hair, no dykey haircuts, none of that. Just regular people on the Artemis mission to the moon, man. So
good, we're going back. All right,
we'll see. I still really believe we never went to the moon in the first place. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like we can can't break that firmament. I don't know what it is.
Why is it so hard now? But we did it in 6 years back then.
There's two scenarios. Either we went to the moon and dominate space, but we don't want people to know how we dominate space, or we never went. It's one of the two options. It's not the scenario they presented us is not what happened. Now, I did catch some really interesting stuff the other day of alleged footage of Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on Mars. And allegedly, it was called Operation Red Sun, and apparently, or something like that, allegedly, the Apollo moon missions were kind of this facade, and in the 70s, when we were playing when we were hitting golf balls off the moon and doing the moon buggy thing, in reality, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong were on a mission in 1970 to Mars, and allegedly they landed on Mars and all this stuff. Oh, dude, it's dark corners of the internet, man. Man. I think it's a possibility, man.
No way.
Yeah.
Elon wasn't even around. No way.
That's where they found Elon, and they brought him to Earth, actually. That's what happened, man. And now Elon's like, I got to get back to Mars.
Dude, I was just watching this thing on the Soviets during the space race, and the first crewed mission they had go to space. Apparently, before the launch, the engineers found over 200 problems with the mechanics, and they didn't want it to go. But the astronaut was just like, "We got no choice because it's the Soviet Union," and they wanted the launch to be on the dude's birthday. They were like, we're going to go, you know what I mean? We got no choice. We're going to go. And the whole thing was a disaster from the minute they took off. But they managed to get the okay to come back, right?
Yes.
And as they're coming back, the one
And do you think that... Oh, sorry about that.
The one thing they worried about the most was the parachute. And the parachute did fail. So did the backup parachute. So they said it was like 2 minutes or something. These guys are plummeting to the earth at like 250 something miles per whatever. It was like super fast, and the whole time the comms were still working. So the guy who didn't want to go because he knew this fucking thing was gonna kill him, he has 2 minutes while he's plummeting to the ground just yelling at the command center.
Wow. Yeah.
I really want to know what he was saying. That's amazing, right?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I'm in this weird gray area with all our technology and that's why I say we either have super tech or we can't get past the firmament. You know what I mean? There's got to be.
Yeah.
I
Well, they
can't.
definitely. You know, they lied to us about that Challenger mission, the one where the teacher blew up.
Dude, are you down with the belief that those people never actually died in that? Because that's one of my favorite conspiracy theories out there.
Now even NASA admits they didn't die during the explosion.
Well, yes, it's believed
They died
that
on the impact.
right, that they were still alive and trying to survive as the ship or the shuttle was falling. There's great stuff on the interwebs, pictures that claim that those. Have you seen these before?
I've seen it, dude. They look very similar, very suspicious. And wasn't it like two of them have a twin or something?
Yeah, two of them have a twin, allegedly.
Something like that.
There's
gets
like
weird.
Well, there's these like side by sides, or like allegedly these people have been tracked down on some level. Let me see if I can find something here that's okay. This is kind of an okay one that I can use on the fly. Production crew getting it done here. But yeah, like there's a couple of them, like the Asian guy. It's just weird that, you know, there's some of them where they claim they found these people, but a couple of them, like this gray-haired fella in the corner there, he looks really similar.
That's really close.
And
they're all really close.
They're all freaky close. I think it's the black dude or is claimed to have a twin, and maybe this Asian Mexican fella. I'm not sure what he is, but the rumor is that they all survived and they all have these really cushy, fantastic jobs on, in the regular world. And I just don't know what the whole point would be to people,
unless it was to end the space,
right?
And
sometimes it's like extracting humans out of their current positions to put them into other positions. So maybe this was some sort of CIA 3-letter agency op to remove these people from their current lives and inject them into other parts of human society. So,
and the teacher was like the first that was supposed to be like this program where they brought a bunch of teachers into space and like normal people into space.
Yes.
Maybe they couldn't bring them up there and reveal the truth.
Right. So
they had to end it.
Ah, yes.
They don't even want to go anymore.
And then it took like 35 years for us to finally send Katy Perry up to the stratosphere. That's how long it took in between.
It's hard to send that much weight. That's a cannonball, Frank.
Katy Perry made it official online this week, I heard, dating Justin Trudeau.
I didn't even know he was into women. That's crazy.
No, that's what I told you this at the beginning of the show. These guys, they fake the straightness in order to do their fun stuff on the side. And this has been true for many years with Barack Obama, Barry Soetoro. Everybody knows this famous story. Remember the Larry Sinclair scenario? Yeah. This brings me to what I think most people are just not willing to touch. This is a conspiracy theory that I feel may be my own original right here, actually. I'm throwing it out there. I have a new Charlie Kirk theory.
I can't wait.
Well, first of all, did you see Candace Owens? She initiated a dead man switch because she had a dream where Charlie Kirk visited her in her dream.
That's
and
crazy.
Told her it was an inside job.
You don't have to tell us everything.
Folks, this is why I do a podcast with a partner. Don't do it where you just rant into the microphone. Yeah, you got no one to buffer the zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually you start telling dreams you were having where Charlie Kirk was telling you it was an inside job.
You need the other guy to be like, "You're sunburned."
Yeah. You're a little crazy on the clouds there, bro. So I got a clip from Big Anus, one of my buddies in the real world, who I opened his eyes over our fishing trip to the wonderful world of my favorite conspiracy theory of all time, Big Mike Obama. We all know.
No way did he not
Big
hear.
Mike.
You didn't know about Big Mike?
He was not familiar with Big Mike. So ever since then, my buddy, Big Anus, has been sending me clips from online about Big Mike. There's one, he sent me one where Trump hits a golf ball and the golf ball flies and it hits Big Mike's dong that's waving between the pant legs there, you know? So I opened up someone's world to it, and then he sent me a clip that really shocked me and really actually has convinced me that I know who and why they killed Charlie Kirk. And here it is. Charlie Kirk, as you know, Mike, hometown hero of ours. He's from Arlington Heights, grew up in the Chicagoland suburbs, so he's a little more familiar than most to a lot of the rumors that originate from Chicago, one of them being the fact that Barack Obama is a homosexual man and that Big Mike Obama, his spouse, is actually also secretly a man. And so here's Charlie Kirk kind of playing into some of those rumors.
So growing up in Chicago, I would hear from lots of people, hey, you know Obama's gay, right? You know Obama's gay. And I was like, come on, that's not true. The media's not covering it. The more I started to look around, people I really trust said, Charlie, Obama's part of that club in Chicago, and he has sex with men. And I was like, oh, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it started to grow more and grow more. And now, after all these years, the question is, was Obama the first ever gay president?
I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going. It went the direction I had intended it to go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice.
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet it wasn't as long.
Just wait until the media comes out and they say, it doesn't matter. What has he been hiding this entire time? Is his marriage a sham?
All right, so Charlie Kirk.
So funny.
He was tapping into, I think, a dirty secret that the powers that be did not want to be released onto the public, and he was gaining a lot of popularity and a lot of traction with the youth. God forbid this rumor takes hold with Generation Z and Generation Alpha. They're going to roll with it, man. I mean, they believe everything they see on TikTok.
You know what I love about Larry Sinclair? He is the E. Jean Carroll of the right.
Yes, he is.
I love people who are like, no, it's not E. Jean Carroll. She was, you know. Larry Sinclair is just some crazy old man trying to get fame and money for something that happened 30 years ago. Oh, wait.
I like how we're going to believe the crackhead, too. Like, this guy's clearly he's missing teeth. He's clearly
he admits he's crackhead. And Frank, is crack better than alcohol? Probably,
yes.
It's probably better for you, you know?
Actually, can we get Larry Sinclair and Hunter Biden on a podcast together where they just smoke crack and tell us stories from their past?
Somebody get those guys a hotel room in Vegas and please give them a laptop. All the laptops they can have.
Oh, man. So here's my theory. I think Charlie, hometown fella, tapping into some of the dirty secrets of Chicago, in the know, politically savvy. You know, he's in the White House. He's chatting with Trump, maybe getting a little too close to the source. And so I'm throwing out the theory, maybe Charlie was about to reveal that Big Mike Obama's swinging some big dong between those thighs.
So funny.
And he maybe had the proof, so they had to wipe him out. They had to take out Charlie Kirk. And I'm going to say this right now. People don't believe it, but it's true. Charlie Kirk, not the first person assassinated for attempting to reveal the truth about Big Mike Obama.
No, it was the chef.
Oh, wow. I wasn't... you blew my mind, dude. Wow. Okay, the chef. The chef, and then the OG whistleblower on Big Mike Obama, Joan Rivers.
Oh, Joan Rivers.
Everybody forgets, but this is a classic.
And do you think that the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
No, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
We all know, man.
We all know.
Big
So
Mike.
It's so funny.
Yes.
Some would argue she's the most
Thank
beautiful.
you very much for being with us. It's,
It started auto-playing. Damn you, Google.
Terrible. Production crew.
Followed behind, man. I got too excited about the
Big Mike.
So that's your theory on Charlie Kirk. I'm sticking with the Jews.
Yeah, that's practical. I think you're right on the money with the Jews, but I'm going with the Big Mike theory that he was too close, he was going to reveal it, and so they Joan Rivers'd Charlie Kirk.
Never forget the chef.
And the chef, right.
The
Never
Olympic
forget.
swimmer that drowned in 4 feet of cold water.
Paddleboarding, dude.
Paddleboarding.
Dude, that chef was super mysterious. I mean, that was a crazy murder, man. Like, they snuffed
Nothing
that
to
guy
see
out.
Nothing to see. It was suicide, Frank. He shot himself in the head, hung himself, and then drowned in a pool 4 feet under. Standard suicide.
Do you know what's so crazy about all that is there was another Clinton scenario that unfolded.
Frank, Hillary has explained this 100 times. When you know a lot of people, you're going to be connected to people that happen to kill themselves.
This one's way on the money, dude. This one's 2 on the mark, is what I meant to say. The presidential advisor who introduced Epstein to Clinton found dead by hanging with gunshot wound to chest.
Excuse me?
This poor guy. These poor people who work for the Clintons. I'm so sorry for you.
Now it's a little suspect, because how many of your colleagues have died with gunshot wounds while hanging themselves?
I love the idea. How many people that know the Clintons have died by hanging and shooting themselves? This idea, like, well, I'm going to have this gun holstered when I hang myself, so that way, if I don't die fast enough from hanging myself, I could pull the gun out and just shoot myself in the chest, really finish me off, man.
That's a great question, though. It's like, which do you do first?
Well, the hanging first, because...
No, what if you break the neck too fast? Now you can't even move.
Well, first of all, look at what we're talking about here. We're talking about, do you shoot yourself first or hang yourself first? And then, so like, I think the shooting of yourself is the finality. That's the final move.
I can see you're hanging, you shoot yourself in the head twice, back of the head.
With a shotgun.
Totally reasonable.
Yes, dude.
I think if I'm going for the chest shot, though, I'm going to shoot first, then hang. Or like, while I'm balancing on the stool, do the shot.
Yes. Shoot yourself off the stool.
Off the stool. That's right. It's so funny because the one guy was literally shot in the back of the head and hung himself. And then this guy, shooting yourself in the chest is so hard.
It's so insane. Well, there's the other guy, he shot himself twice. Twice?
That's the one, twice.
Yeah, that's
in the head.
Either way, having one person shoot themselves and hang themselves simultaneously is insane and totally outrageous. To have 2 people that know you do that,
imagine you're the judge. You see the first one, you're like, all right, but I better never see this again. This is, listen, I'll buy your story this time.
But at this point, this is a calling card. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but the 4th one, he's like, I'm noticing a pattern here.
Yeah.
Like at this point, 100% of the Americans in the last 30 years that shot and hung themselves are connected to the Clintons.
The Clintons, dude. Yes, man.
100% of the gunshot hanging victims.
Dude, I just can't get over the fact that they know so many people who have died in the craziest ways.
On the way to court, the night before the trial.
But come on, in the same week where CBS is like, actually, maybe Epstein didn't kill himself, but also pay no attention to that news article where the Clinton advisor who connected Clinton to Epstein just happened to die in a very bizarre circumstance.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
If you know Clinton, run. I don't know where you can hide.
Dude, seriously, man.
But run. Just run.
It's got to be a Hillary thing, man. She's just so vile. Although she was one of the rare few on the left that was out there actually congratulating the peace accord that Trump initiated, or signed off on. So you got to give credit where it's due, I guess, right?
I guess.
I guess so.
Dude, what's the before we go? What's the short king community?
You're psycho. I was literally about to take us there.
Hit it for the shorties.
For the short king community, man, which I didn't even think was a community, but congratulations for having your own situation out there. Short king community. So this is a major controversy surrounding our favorite AOC, and we're gonna need a little context for this. So Stephen Miller, who's been on fire representing the Trump doctrine and the MAGA movement, and he's just been going out onto CNN and MSNBC almost every day, just eviscerating their pundits and just really owning the narrative when it comes to everything that Trump has been doing. AOC decided to go out there and mock Stephen Miller. And so she felt that the best way to do this was to make fun of his height. And so I have a 2-part clip here of AOC. Here's AOC first mocking Stephen Miller.
Is that they are scrapping and grasping at straws because they have nothing else. Laugh at them. Stephen Miller is a clown. I've never seen that guy in real life, but he looks like he's like 4'10". And he looks like he is angry about the fact that he's 4'10". And he looks like he is so mad that he is 4'10", that he's taking that anger out at any other population possible. Like,
all right, so 4'10", fellas.
4'10"
I am
is
sorry.
really small.
Yeah, I thought actually that's
Really
midget,
small.
if I'm not mistaken.
That's really small. Yeah,
I thought it was
4'10".
I thought it was midge status, but 4'10", not considered tall by any metric.
And is she making fun of the little people then, or?
Well, that's
man. Ooh.
she kind of went down a bad rabbit hole there, I think. So AOC suffered a lot of backlash, not just from supporters of Stephen Miller, who is 5'10".
Where's Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, that's right. Where's Dinklage? And all the small people community, right?
He's 5'10". That's not even short.
No, not at all.
Man.
So she mocked his height. Obviously got a lot of backlash because when you're on the left, you can't make fun of anybody. That's the rule. You can't make fun of anybody. So she obviously got backlash, and so she had to post another video.
No.
Yes, man. She had to backtrack, apologize, do the whole thing you need to do in order to avoid being cast away to the cornfield. And so, Mike, this is for all the fellas out there in the short king community. AOC giving it to you.
Oh, I want you got the glasses. I love it. Put the glasses on.
Right. Yeah. And I saw someone out there post how AOC heard that glasses make you look smart, so she got big glasses to look big smart, I think is what's going on there. So she's onto something.
Looking big smart.
Bigly smart there.
express my love for the short king community. I don't believe in body shaming. I am talking about how big or small someone is on the inside.
Oh,
like
inside,
for example,
yes, dude. Steven's a teeny man on the inside.
No, you 4'10", man, you're big on the inside.
And you have a big penis. The biggest penis.
You're a big boy on the inside. I can see it.
Dude, what I love is she's making it even worse, dude. Oh no,
even worse.
It's called digging that grave. You are digging it, man. This is so beautiful. It gets cringier.
I have no idea how tall Andrew Tate is. No idea at all. But that guy looks to me like...
Why are you even bringing Andrew Tate into this?
Who cares? She's about to rip on other guys for their height. This is so beautiful.
5'3".
Oh, man, no, stop, AOC, stop.
She doesn't get it. You're saying he looks 5'3". That is an insult to guys who are 5'3". You're saying no, look at Andrew Tate. He's 6 feet tall, but he looks like such a minuscule man.
He looks like a teeny little man who's 5'3", like a midget.
5'3" in tops, man.
He must have the same penis size as a guy 5'3".
Can you even call him a man? 5'3".
There's no way a 5'3" guy could satisfy a woman. That's what Andrew Tate looks like, a 5'3" guy.
You're 5'3"? No, but you're a big 5'3". You're 5'3", but 6 feet on the inside. It's so crazy.
Destroys guys who are 4'10". Decides to double down and destroy guys who are 5'3". It's like, dude, stop.
Hey, AOC, when I said you look like a girl with small tits, what I meant was you remind me of girls who have small tits. You have the attitude. You know, and the inside you got D cups.
Right.
Yeah. So stupid.
Oh, making it worse.
Like 5'3", 5'4". Whereas physically, men of smaller stature can come across. They are spiritually 6 foot. You're a good dad. If you stand with.
Spiritually, you're like one of those manly men who are 6 foot tall, right?
Spiritually, you're a real man, but physically,
you're diminutive. You're teeny.
It's terrible.
Dude, it's so bad, dude. It like gets worse.
She doesn't get it.
No.
With women, if you're not belittling immigrants, you're like, 6'3", spiritually. I don't know.
Stop. Just stop.
No. You've ruined your political career. It's
No,
over.
We get it. You don't think short men are real men. That's what you're saying. It's fine. You're literally saying this guy's not a real man. That's why he comes off as 5'4".
I love how she keeps diminishing taller guys, and then she keeps promoting even taller dudes. Just not.
You're a good dad. You're a good guy. You're like somebody that's 6'4". You just happen to be in a 5'. She just equated being tall with being a good guy,
That's
a good
so-
man.
exactly,
it's so
dude.
Insane.
Yes, man.
So insane.
Does not get it, dude. I fucking love it. And the best part is this is what you get with the casting of the cornfield and the cancel culture, and you got to apologize for everything. AOC can't make one statement without offending some group, so now she has to go and apologize, but then in that apology starts offending other groups of people. Like, that's
But she also re-offended the original group.
I know,
You didn't
yes.
reconcile anything. You just made it even worse.
Even worse.
Because in the first video, you just pissed off guys under 4'10".
Yes.
Now you pissed off every guy under 5'4".
Well, no, at this point, you're not a man if you're under 6'3", according
That's
to AOC,
true. Yeah,
dude. 6'3" and under,
Oh,
man.
no, you might be a man, just not a good father or a good person. That's the spirit of a 6'3". It's terrible. It's terrible.
The spirit of a 6'3", dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Girls love guys with big spirits, man.
Big spirits, man.
That big
Yeah.
spirit energy.
That's right.
See?
That's what Big Mike has. That's what Drew Barry Sotera to Michelle Obama. She had that big spirit energy. If you know what I'm talking about.
Her spirit's in her pants. Just so you know.
Big Mike.
AOC, leave the short kings alone.
The short king community, man. I love how she had to bring in that phrase. I had never heard of that phrase before.
I've heard
I mean,
it's so
I imagine
dumb.
if
It's
you
so
are.
dumb.
I am a guy under the height of 6'3", so apparently, according to AOC's metrics, I am in the short king community. And
you're a short
being a
king.
part of the short king community, let me speak for all of us when I say, don't refer to us as the short king community, please.
No,
We,
first
we
of
are
all,
not
it's
a
totally,
community.
it's totally inaccurate. I clean sewers. I'm short peasant.
Right.
At best. Short peasant.
We are serfs, all right? Let's just get that out there first.
I'm not a king.
Yeah, man. No, I assure you there are no short guys out there that are part of any kind of community where they refer to themselves as short kings.
No.
Okay, I don't think that's a thing.
Maybe in the gay community. There's like the gay shorts. Probably gay shorts.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. The thing is it's kind of like race. Height's not something that's really enough to unite a community.
Good call, yeah. I don't really associate myself with other like-minded height fellas. You know, that's not really a thing. You know,
Not enough.
Although I think my group of dudes, I feel like we're all, general range. I got a couple guys in the 6 foot range. I don't know. It's guys just don't think about that until chicks are the only ones who think about size and height. Yeah, that's the whole thing. You know. I gotta say, I went out to the bars the other night with the Snake, and he's an avid dater on the app scene, and also, tries when he can to, meet people in the real world. We were out at a couple bars, a lot of young college gals out. It was an interesting scenario. Boulder, demographically, has shifted in the last few years. A lot more women. It used to be, the phrase for Denver used to be menver. It used to be very high density of men, but the men have left looking for women, and so now it's a bunch of lesbians, unfortunately. Just lesbians. Single dudes and lesbians. I got to witness, though, the Snake. I saw him shoot his shot at some ladies. We were out there, and he initiated some conversation, tried to get something going with a couple gals, and I was really impressed. Did he score? No. It was a total loss for the evening, but he was one of the very few gentlemen I saw taking a chance and making a go at it. So it was refreshing to see a guy out there kind of, working the scene.
It's better not to try. Save your money. Save your money.
He's doing all right for himself.
What are you trying for? These women are garbage.
Well, I gotta say, though, really wonderful experience going out in a college town. I got to mix it up and mingle with younger people and kind of get my finger on the pulse of what was happening socially. I can't believe I'm saying this. The fellas wearing flannel and rocking mustaches, man.
Oh, wow.
Flannel and mustaches.
Were you at a gay bar?
Yeah, actually, well, I'm 3/4. Yeah. No, apparently they're rocking the flannel and they're rocking the mustaches. There's this kind of new age masculinity that seems to be kind of cropping up here with the Gen Z or the Gen Alpha, whatever.
The mustache is coming. I don't like the mustache.
The mustaches are huge. Oh, dude,
I'm a fan of the mustache, man.
They're big on the mustaches, man. The beards are out, the stash is in. They're rocking the flannel.
Just depends what time you grew up. Like for me, it seems really gay. Because, if you were alive in the 80s and 90s, it was gay men.
The gay fellas, right. No, now it's the straight fellas are rocking the stash. That's what you got going on here. And, I gotta say, I was asking one of the fellas out there, I was like, hey, what's with the flannel? You guys are all rocking the flannel. And he goes, it's just the style nowadays. And I'm like, oh, you young kids are, getting in what we used to rock back in the day and all this stuff. And I got the compliment of a lifetime. These guys couldn't believe I was in my 40s, man. They were shocked about it. Yeah, dude. I was
going out with Frank is worse than a woman.
Showered.
Hurting me again? Ooh, it's fucking ridiculous.
I was like, oh, goodness gracious. Don't shower a short king like me in all that praise.
I've been told I have a 6'3" spirit.
Are you commenting on my big spirit energy? Because I'm rocking that, baby.
It's crazy.
It was very funny getting out there and seeing the college kids and how they're getting down. And, when it was 10 years ago or so, the hipster movement was happening. So all the fellas were wearing clothes that were too tight for them. And you know what I mean? It was there was some mustache going on, but it was like it was kind of the corny mustache era.
One.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with the twirl.
No, the fellas, dude, they're wearing loose jeans, almost saggy jeans almost, but, looser fitting jeans, flannel shirts, and robust mustaches. There's a masculinity movement happening, I'm telling you. And if you read the statistics, these young fellas are getting into, they're the turning point guys, and they're into Christianity now.
Yeah, did you see that church attendance in that young men group?
Yes.
Way up.
Absolutely.
Women's going down.
It very strange, but men are going all in. The young men are embracing Christianity, monogamous relationships, and they're dressing more conservatively. I was really shocked. I was very impressed. I gotta tip my hat to the young generation out there and the young fellas out there. You're doing it right, man.
I think this is right. I hope they learn from us, where they're like, oh, the feminine movement is great. Women should be able to sleep. This is great. I'm gonna fuck all these women. They're gonna fuck whoever they want. But then when you want to get married, all you have to choose from is a bunch of whores.
Right. Exactly.
It doesn't work out good for society at all.
It's slim pickings, really, yeah, when you get into the older age. And so, yes, I think lock it down when you're young, embrace a little moral, clarity as a young man, and you'll be guided on the right path. And I was very impressed. I really, I was left, with a little hope for our future generations, man. It used to be you go down to Boulder and you see just debauchery and just drunken buffoonery. Man, I was shocked. I think the kids are they're locking it down. They're not as wasted as we were. We will be remembered probably as the shittiest generation of the current crop of generations.
We were doing any and every drug, pharmaceuticals, cocaine.
I'm still high right now. I took some mushrooms before the show. It's incredible. I feel great.
Yeah, we were ruined by the boomers.
Yeah, but I think every generation is just some sort of pendulum swing opposite kind of thing. Yeah. And so, we reacted to the boomers, and, now we have the alphas and the betas reacting to the millennials, So, unfortunately, that's our group. That's what we grew up through, We had the gay mustaches, unfortunately. That was
That's why I can't do the mustache. It looks gay.
It just
sucks.
sucks.
I just think it's gay.
Our generation, skinny jeans and gay mustaches. Really, is that what we got, man?
You just described my childhood there.
Well, now it's Jankos. The Jankos are back. I think Snake and I were talking about getting our own custom-made Jankos. He showed me the website, bro. These Jankos are going for like $400, man.
Whoa.
They got like super futuristic, stylized Jankos now. It's a whole new generation.
Damn. Buy stock in Jenko. All right.
No, man, we nailed it. Buy stock in gold, or you may be too late now. Gold just absolutely skyrocketed this past week. It broke the $4,000 mark, which is pretty incredible. It was only maybe a year ago where it was in the 20s or in the 2000s. So, according to Kurosaka or whatever, Rich Dad Poor Dad, he claims Bitcoin will be up to $1 million and gold will be up to the 100,000. So I
can't listen to that guy. I literally just saw him on this podcast. He was like, "Real estate's a scam, savings a scam, everything's a scam." Okay, so what do you want me to do? You do what I do. I buy gold mines. Okay, motherfucker. Well, I don't have $100 million for a gold mine. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Start small,
Morning, a
speaking of scams, and I can squeeze it in just for the last one. Scam of the century. We were treated to this week the second decision by LeBron James. Do you remember his first decision? The decision. It was a big publicity event. His decision 10 years ago is when he decided to take his talents to South Beach, and he went to Miami from Cleveland.
Shut up.
It was called The Decision. It was a television event. You don't remember this? It was prime time. It was a huge deal. It was called The Decision. And so LeBron announced last week he's going to make the proclamation of his second decision. And so
I already know next year is going to be the last year. This guy's not going to retire.
Within 24 hours, tickets for his last Lakers game for this coming season skyrocketed to like 1,000% the value.
He's not going to do it in the middle of this season. He's going to do it the next season.
Just know that on Game Time and all these apps, the ticket prices skyrocketed for every Lakers game around the country because everybody believed it would be the last time LeBron was coming through. It was called the second decision.
He's going to do a full tour for a whole season. It's the last. Come on, it's LeBron.
Oh, we know what's happening, but apparently some fools were played on this second decision.
You fucking deserve it.
All new this morning, a Lakers fan says LeBron James duped him into buying expensive tickets for the Lakers' upcoming season after teasing a major announcement earlier this week. Well, that announcement ended up being for an ad for Hennessy. Andrew Garcia says he spent more than $800 on Lakers.
Oh my God. No way. Dude, there's no way. There's
Dude,
no way.
he hyped
There's
it
no way.
for a full week. It was all over the internet. The day it came out, I'm like, this is a promotional thing. This is some sort of booze or something. It was.
no
It's fucking
way.
Hennessy,
It was for
dude.
his Hennessy?
Hennessy, bro.
Tickets after LeBron posted he'd revealed the decision of all decisions, which many believed hinted at his retirement. Garcia is now suing for what he calls fraud and deception.
The guy paid $800 a ticket. He was gonna sell them.
Why do you people not hate this man? This is the worst. He's the worst.
Yes, the worst human, dude. He's the worst human. He tried to copyright Taco Tuesday, dude. This guy's the worst.
He's the worst. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was gonna announce like I got 2 more seasons or
I
one
know.
more
No,
season.
that's what.
At least announce the
Yeah.
retirement. It doesn't have to be this year. But what was the decision?
No, it was Hennessy. No, the second decision was the decision to release this new Hennessy.
Don't.
That was the decision.
Good. Fuck all you people with
Oh,
all that money
you-
wasted. You deserve
you people
it.
deserve it, dude.
Fuck
Yes,
LeBron. Fuck the NBA for letting him get away with all this bullshit. Oh, that's so good.
Yes,
Oh,
man.
that's so fucking funny.
Yes, dude. Absolutely. This poor sap who's suing LeBron paid $800 a ticket, and he's suing LeBron just to get the money back for those tickets.
That's so fucking funny. And now you got to go to this game with your buddies and just a regular, just a regular.
Hey, you know what? LeBron, prove us wrong about you. Buy this dude courtside for the first
that would
game of
be
the
nice.
season.
That would be nice.
All right,
Do
treat this
something nice.
Treat this guy and his family because he's a fan clearly, and he was you know what? He's an entrepreneur. He was looking to make a little money
And
on
all
those
the
tickets.
videos of LeBron out there of like rejecting kids.
Yes.
Come on, man, do something good.
Well,
man.
change-
Don't be a
change
piece of
our
shit
minds. Yes.
the whole time. you know?
Absolutely. Change our perspective, LeBron. Do something generous and charitable and give this guy a ticket.
I was arguing this about Shaq. I was like, man, there's never a video of Shaq like pushing a kid away,
Right.
Or like Shaq security. There's 100 videos of a kid running up and Shaq's security guard grabbing the kid and him being like, "Nah, let him go."
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
You'll never see a video of Shaq being mean to a fan.
Great call. I've never heard of anything about Shaq. There's plenty of stories about Michael Jordan being a total asshole
Total
to people.
dick.
Like,
Same thing with LeBron. That's why I
Yes.
put Shaq at the top.
Great call, man.
He's probably
Shaq's a
one of
G.
the best basketball players ever, just for everything he did, business-wise.
Yeah.
What he did off the court was better than what he did on the court, and he was amazing on the court.
Absolutely. Generational talent. He actually changed the game of basketball.
Literally,
quite
he was
frankly.
he was the big guy. Like there was.
Well, there was Shaq, and then China's like, we need to genetically create a human being to compete against this guy, so they created Yao Ming. You know, that's what Shaq did.
I don't know, but has there been a guy that big that moves like he used to move? Like when he was
Victor-
young, he fucking.
Yeah, so what you got to do is tune into some games this year to watch the San Antonio Spurs. They have 7'5" Victor Wembanyama, who spent the offseason this year training with Chinese monks and like getting really into like the whole kind of meditative thing,
centering
and
himself,
he got into
yeah.
kung fu and all this stuff. But he's 7'5". He shoots 3-pointers like Steph Curry, and he dunks like Jordan. It's
he can move.
Oh, dude, he also passes like Nikola Jokic on the Nuggets. I mean, I think when it's all said and done, even though I always kind of rip on the NBA for being entertainment, which it is, from an entertainment and sports perspective, this guy's really fun to watch. He is going to change the NBA 10 years from now. It'll all be 7-footers.
Right. I'm surprised we're not there already.
Well, now they're all, dude, the guards now, shooting guards, point guards are 6'9", 6'10",
Wow.
6'11". Yeah, dude, the centers are 7 foot plus. This guy's 7'5", but he plays like a forward. So, it's
Jordan
only...
was only 6'6".
It's crazy when
6'6", but like,
I know. Well, how funny
back
is that?
then, yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, even back then, he was going against Olajuwon and Shaq, and I mean, those guys were
but I feel like
behemoths,
back
man.
then you had a lot of guys that were like 5'11",
Well, back then you still had Muggsy Bogues,
who was like 5'4".
He was, how tall, dude? I think he was like 5'9", actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I heard he was like 5. He was real short. That's why he was. All you gotta do is put Muggsy, and it says Muggsy Bogues height 5'3".
5'3", dude.
He was as tall as our
Crazy.
mom.
Wow.
But look at this. You had Spud Webb 5'6", Isaiah Thomas 5'9",
Isaiah
Nate
Thomas
Robinson 5'9". You had all these guys that were like in the fives. You know.
Probably not anymore. I think the era of being 5 foot something and playing professional basketball has left you behind.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah.
You know,
you got it. Oh, you got to be 6. Probably 6'4" would be like your smallest.
I honestly rarely see anyone below 6'5", I think, now in the NBA. Like I said, the guards now, man.
Curry?
He's got to be 6'9", 6'7", somewhere in that range.
He looks so small. He's 6'2".
Because he's 6'2"?
Yeah, I told you he looks tiny out there.
Did you hear yourself? 6'2".
Oh, he's tower over me.
Well, you know what? No, according to AOC, he's in the short king community with the rest of us here. That's right.
We're in the same group.
According to AOC's metrics, Steph Curry's a short king, bro. Come on.
Neither one of us is a real man. Okay. Good to know. I'm in the same group with Steph Curry.
Change your change your dating profile app like, in the same height community as Steph Curry, right? That's
I'm just gonna put it in the same category as Steph Curry. I have been categorized with Steph Curry.
Some have said spiritually, Steph Curry and I are the same height.
I have been told by AOC I am just as much of a man as Steph Curry.
How fucked up is that statement by AOC? Like Steph Curry's a short king community in your book, dude. So
the fact
crazy.
that she said you could be 5'3" and be a good man, good husband, good father, and then that makes you almost like a 6'3" guy.
Almost.
A 6'3" guy is automatically a good father.
You could be a total piece of shit, kill somebody, rape people, you know what I mean? Homeless, drug addict, but you're 6'3", so you're a man. You're totally
Well,
man.
you and this 5'7" who's a great husband and everything, you guys are equal. So it's not like there's no hope for you short guys. It's just you could be a real piece of shit in 6'3", or you got to be a real great guy at
The greatest
5'3".
dude ever. And by great dude, by great man, she means a 6-figure income at 5'3", right? You could be 5'3",
Right,
6-figure
right.
income, or 6'3", piece of shit. They're both the
Piece of
same kind of
garbage.
guy.
It's the same. In AOC's eyes, I'm going to use that though, have been categorized with Steph Curry.
Oh, man. Well, speaking in part for the short king community, both you, myself, and Steph Curry, apparently. I can't believe I'm saying this.
And every man in between.
It's Steph Curry to Peter Dinklage. It's unbelievable.
All the same. That's all the same.
Short king community,
Short
dude.
kings, Steph Curry has never been called a short king.
Dude, in his life, man.
That's so funny. You're not a man just like me, Steph. Sorry. Buddy. What are you going to do? Maybe if you're a good husband, you can get there one day.
Right, yeah, but you got to earn it. You got to
Is it a
earn
sliding
it.
scale? Like he's only got to be a little good. 'Cause he's only got 1 inch to compensate.
1 inch
for.
of short. Yeah.
I gotta compensate for like 7 inches. You know what I mean? So I gotta be real good. Mother Teresa.
You got to be
know?
serving food at the homeless line on the weekends, and, you know,
On the weekends
volunteering.
from my 6-figure job. I gotta make $500,000 during the week. Donate my time on the weekend.
Volunteering at the kids' soccer game, you know, you're doing it all, dude. Nonstop.
Just to be
24/7.
comparable to a 6'3" guy.
That's right. Just to almost make it to that status, right?
I got a long way to go.
AOC's lucky that we're all goldfish and the news moves so hard, so fast that nobody will remember anything she said with
Just
the short
stop
king
making
community.
videos. Don't make it through. We'll forget about it. By the time you made the second video, we already forgot about the first one. Trump ended 3 wars.
We're already on to our 4th new Charlie Kirk theory. I mean, come on, don't worry about it.
The Macrons are suing, what's her name?
Candace Owens, man, yeah, which everybody forgot about.
That really died.
It's probably bullshit, honestly.
The lawsuit or the fact that she's
I think the lawsuit's probably just bullshit. They probably just had, maybe Macron's just, getting the pressure in the House there, from
to do something.
Do something. He's like, okay, fine, we'll just put together this lawsuit,
Well, you know how when your girlfriend nags you, how bad they can be.
Yes.
Imagine she's got the energy of a man.
Wow. Oh man.
Not a real man, like a 5'7" man.
But yeah, a short king. A short king. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's true. Big Ben Macron, probably in the short king community, if I understand those pictures. Even Macron himself doesn't seem to be all that tall.
He's got that 5'3" energy.
He does.
I love how she said, I'm not saying that being 5'3" is bad. I'm just saying he's such a piece of shit man, Andrew Tate. He's such a piece of shit that he comes off as a 5'3", man.
Like all those other 5'3" pieces of shit.
He comes off as like a real piece of garbage, almost like he's like a short man.
5'3", yeah. So fucked up.
Something real disgusting, like a 5'3" man.
How did she make it worse? It's unbelievable.
And that's the party that doesn't believe in body shaming. He says when he rapes women, forces them to do sex acts on TV, on the internet, so he can collect the money and make his fortune. Lies to all these kids. It's almost like he's a 5'3" man. I love it.
Don't let his height fool you. This guy's a real piece of shit. He's basically 5'3". Basically 5'3".
Basically a 5'3" man.
We're talking real scum. Under 5'5".
Like, shouldn't even be allowed to exist. 5'3", 5'4". It's so terrible.
That's unbelievable.
She needs a new PR team.
Yes.
Insane.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, Mike, I can't believe I'm saying it, man. Fastest hour, 3 hours in the universe. There's no doubt about it. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. It was a great time. Good times, great oldies. We will be back next Sunday. I hope you all have a great rest of your week.
To all my short kings, you're perfect the way you are. Don't let these bitches fool you, man. Just work hard, save your money, fuck these girls. You live a great life in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Build some clocks, be creative.
I say this all the time. It's like me and one other guy, right? We don't have anybody waiting for us at home. We can't wait to get off work and go home. I can't.
Wow.
2 o'clock, I want to go home. The guys who are married and have kids at their house, you don't have any overtime? I wanted to work overtime today.
It's always the married guys who want to go grab happy hour after work, right? Yeah, you guys want to kill an hour or two, get some beers.
Work 14 hours, then go get a beer. It's like, dude, I want to go home, man. I don't know if you know this, but I got shit at home. And it's beautiful. I live great.
Man. No, I understand. I used to, rag on people driving slow, not wanting to get home in traffic, but I understand there's scenarios out there where maybe being in traffic is the best part of your day before you get home.
It's your only relief.
That's it, dude. Oh, man. Well, DJ Rodfather here playing us on the outro. Once again, big thank you to our Short King community and everybody else for supporting the show. We appreciate it.
Steph Curry, my short brother, hit me up. I would love to get a picture of me and Steph Curry.
Yeah, actually, we got one with you, Sean Bradley, or
Sean Bradley.
You got to bust it out next week,
so
man.
Fun. I gotta find it. It's so
It'll be a good way to show AOC the difference in her spectrum of the short.
Well, he's a
community.
real man. He was 7-Eleven.
See, you're right.
Like, a real man.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Have a great weekend.
You can't black me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow. Back to having a life. Under haunted that town. Oh, I'm outside of my future life. Beyond me, I'm a big What do you think you'll do then? I bet they shoot down your plane. It'll take you a couple of nights you're in town to set you on your feet again. Maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Mongrels who ain't